Taking on the Wangaratta Rovers here on 15.663 and E's O&M Live. Massive round 16 SSNA ovens and Murray action as we do go boundary side to Scott Montgomery, who has, I reckon, just been checking the radar out there, Monty, for Wodonga MG.
Yeah, just looking to the north from here, boys. It is dark out that way, and looking at the radar, I think we might get a little bit in about half an hour to an hour's time. So about half time, it could be a bit interesting. But just out on the ground, it's not too bad a surface. A bit soft underfoot, but should be all right. But the sun's out at the moment. It's a beautiful day. Just had the toss of the coin. Sammy Carpenter won that. And we'll kick down the river end, so down towards the scoreboard. And yeah, the boys are ready to go.
All right, a tip from you, Mont, because you did pick Corowa-Rutherglen. You did pick Corowa-Rutherglen. And your boss, who's down there on the bench.
Did you see the death stare he gave you just before?
He did just give you a big death stare. But who are you picking? You sticking with Corowa?
I'll stick with Corowa, boys. Can't change now, so I'll stick with them.
What about you, Robbie? Who wins this game?
I'm with Crezza all the way, mate.
Oh, here he goes. Here he goes.
I think Wang Rovers today will just get over. I reckon it'll be a beauty. One of the games of the year.
Dan Vaccaro?
Bit of a flip of the coin, but I reckon Rovers.
I reckon the Rovers as well. Robbie, I'm going to hit you straight away.
Yeah.
Not physically, but what are the changes? There is some late changes to both sides.
Yeah, big one, Wang Rovers. I think who's been their best player all season. Jake McQueen, he is out. And coming in is Cam Ramsey. So a good local lad. And for Corowa-Rutherglen, Darcy Melcham is out. And coming in is Ollie Struve, who played okay down at Yarrawonga. So just one change either side.
And look at that. Hasn't even started and Robbie's stolen me blue pen.
Sorry, mate.
He does that every week,
He does that every single week.
You got a whole bloody pencil case with all your B's on it. You're stealing pens.
Gatto just going out for a quick relief there early
Probably,
days.
why not? I mean, he's only had 2 hours to
the
get it
IQ
done.
level in the Wang Rovers box has gone up with Jakey McQueen sitting in there today, so it's good to see.
Well, he's got a bandage on his leg, around his knee, Monty.
Yeah.
All right, so we are not too far away from getting underway here. Probably 10 or 15 seconds between Corowa-Rutherglen and the Wangaratta Rovers. Massive game for the Rovers. They've lost 3 in a row. Must-win game for them. First quarter action for A-grade batteries and oils. Here's Robbie McKinlay for the Old Town and Country Tavern.
Well, young Toby Murray got nice and high, won the tap against Tommy Goodwin. Cody shuts there, got a clever kick towards half forward for the Rovers. Shilg was okay from behind. Handball was excellent. Slipped one to Philo. Brody Philo, early stages of the game, 15 seconds in, misses to the left-hand side, minor score. So snappy start there from the Rovers. And give a bit of credit to young Toby Murray in the ruck there.
He got nice and high, didn't he? He's a big boy, is Toby Murray. He's an exciting young prospect. He's played a game at Collingwood VFL, Robbie.
Yeah, he's been busy, Big Ibis.
11 or so games for the Bushies as Jack Shield takes the kick in from Corowa. Just sends a big 60-metre one. Look at Murray fly off hands. Ryan Stone got a handball free, picked up nicely from Amory, and Jolliffe was wrapped up pretty much straight away. Not sure if he disposed of that one. Wilson dives on it like he always does, and we've got a ball up inside forward 50 here for the Wangaratta Rovers, Robbie.
Great umpiring. Record the last 20 seconds of football, the way Jason Rain umpired that is outstanding. Murray was good, won the footy. Handball backwards to Panag. Got it onto Georgie Sandel. Kick was okay to Saunders. He's under pressure. The two number 32s, you don't often see that Panda opposed to each other on the wing, but that's the way it is. But just going at that, Monty down on the boundary there for Wodonga MG. I just thought that was fantastic, Jason Rain. He set the sample there.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of great contests, which a lot of umpires get a bit whistle happy with them, but great to see him call play on. And Toby Murray started this game excellent, hasn't he? Jumping over the top of Tommy Goodwin.
Tommy Goodwin with a beautiful tap out the back to Damien Wilson. The ball sort of juggled around, but Wilson was able to get his hand pass free. Shutt puts his head over the footy. Ayres is in there for Corowa. And we've got another ball up. Still hovering around true centre half forward for the Wangaratta Rovers. So we've gone around 2 minutes here on the Macca's time clock. First quarter action for A-grade batteries and oils. And still no score. Robbie McKinlay.
Yeah, it's just toing and throwing. Tommy Goodwin up against Toby Murray. Lane was good. Got a handball to Saunders. Saunders kicks. There's no one really at home except Pup Clark for Wangaratta Rovers. Kick in. Border was okay. It got to midfield. Now it finds its way to Sam Murray. Gee, that's a penetrating, piercing kick. Here comes Marklew. Just needs a good bounce. He kept the ball in cleverly. He went back. He was on a tightrope, Panda, and he just fell over the boundary, and it's going to be thrown back in. 2.5 minutes gone. First quarter action. Rovers have got it forward. They lead by one behind.
Dan, that was almost a throw. Almost.
It was very close,
yeah.
But on the Water stat sheet, 3 repeat inside 50s for Rovers early.
Goodwin with another tap down. So the ball's camped inside the forward 50 here for the Wangaratta Rovers, who, as we just heard from Dan Vaccaro's, what a stat sheet of own the inside 50s, early stages of this first quarter. Mark Lou, he was bumped off it with a good hip and shoulder there from Wood. Ryan Ayres back in for his first game, second game today, not able to keep the footy in. And we got another boundary throw in, 20 metres out from the Rovers' goal. Robin McKinlay for the Old Town and Country Tavern. Not a bad start here for the Wang Rovers.
Yeah, plenty of inside 50s and forward pressure. 3 minutes down, they lead it by 1-0. Goodwin's tap was clever to Lane. Inside handball was okay to Panag. Now got it back on here to Ayres. Ayres was to Wilson, but it's intercepted. But Wilson recovered well, and he applied a good tackle, and that was Cameron Wilson, number 5. So there's Big Tommy. This time he's up against Mark Luke. Another clever tap to Lane. On to Damien Wilson. Low piercing kick was okay to half forward. Bradkey was there. He's been held up, and the umpire says he might have got one. He's going to ball it up. There you go, Panda. So still middle of the ground. 3.5 minutes gone. And A-grade all, batteries and alls. And it's 1 point to Rovers, nothing to Corowa.
So Corowa go forward. Flick it around by hand, and there's a kick inside forward 50. Clever out the back there from Pup Clark and the Rovers just to tap it back to young Chamberlain. And a beautiful inboard kick finds Brodie Philo right in the middle of the John Ford Oval. He calls for his forwards to lead into a fair bit of vacant space. Mark Lou does just that. Ball bounced around him. Running onto this one is Amory. Gives it to Mark Lou. Banana from the pocket. Mark Lou likes his chances, but it's across the face. The ball's actually stayed in play, and then Ayres just lets it run over the boundary line for a throw-in. So another inside 50 there for the Rovers. Dan Vaccaro on the What a Stat sheet.
Yeah, we're up to 4 inside 50s now for the Rovers, and Corowa just the 1. Jared Lane been really good with 3 early touches too, boys, on the What a Stat sheet.
Nice work indeed. So ball's back in. There'll be no clear winner from this one. It's locked away. Umpire Jason Roan says, give it to me, fellas.
It's stop-starty, Robbie.
Yeah, a little bit. Something's about to give here, Panda. Almost 5 minutes down. Goodwin, geez, he's won some taps already. Here's a chance for Philo. He's dangerous in this situation. Screws it over his left shoulder for a out of bounds on the full in that forward pocket in the shade of the tree there amongst the koalas, Panda, and what a lovely setting it is indeed. It's 5.5 minutes gone and Rovers lead 1-0.
Yeah, still no goal. Brodie Philo getting his hands on the footy early. Mont, does he have any direct match-up at the minute down there?
Nah, not really. He's sort of just running through the middle by himself at the moment. So he's just rolled forward at the last couple of minutes. So he looks very dangerous when he gets his ball in his hands.
Shields' kick was a nice one inboard to Damien Wilson. Back in the side today. His kick is a dangerous one right in the middle of the ground. Robinson goes up and meets the footy. Another good, strong tackle there from young Chamberlain, who looks a player for the Wangaratta Rovers. Played one game earlier this year, I think, Robbie, against North Albury.
Looks good, mate.
He does. Toby Murray got his hands down. Wilson, that was Damien. Got the clearance onto Cam. Pernag gives it back to Damien. And a good bit of pressure there from the Wangaratta Rovers. Forces an ugly-looking kick there by Damien Wilson. That was a good contest there from Philo, who went in and just won the footy. Amory flicks it onto Mark Lou. The Rovers are inside forward 50. Mark Lou off a step, tight angle. It's across the face. And the Rovers go to 2 behinds. Corowa yet to score. What about that big collision right there in front of you, Monty?
I felt that one, boy. It was great, wasn't it? And Philo was just able to keep his feet and run on with the footy. And Georgie Sanders come off second best. I reckon he just come off the ground quickly.
Oh, I'd have to, mate, I'll tell you. Young Cam Ramsey going on
did well there, didn't he?
Yeah, on debut. Just held his feet really well, didn't he, with a lot of pressure. So it's really good to see.
Got his first touch, which is fantastic. A little chipping kick here by Panag is intercepted by Shut through traffic. Handballs now to Bear. Bear goes short. Good kick. Finds Mark Lou. He'll go back and shoot from 43 metres out directly in front. Inside 50s for Waters there, Dan Vaccaro?
Yeah, just on the What a Stat sheet, boys. 6 inside 50s for Rovers and 1 to Corowa.
Jaden Bear's in some really good form, boys. 20 possessions and 2 goals against Myrtleford and 20 against Wodonga. So he looks like playing across half back there. He likes that spot, Big Mac.
He's only going to get better and better. Good utility. You can play him at either end of the ground, which I like about him. So here's Mark Lou. He has 43 goals to his name so far. And give it to Harry Madden. That's 44. Great finish there from Alex Marklew. A steel line goal of the day contender. And it means the Rovers extended that lead out now 1-1-7. They lead Corowa-Rutherglen yet to score. Dan Vaccaro around the grounds for today. Yarrawonga News and Gifts. That's the player of the day. You're at Plough-in Tarawinji.
Thanks, Robbie. I was actually going to just go for the netball update for
Well,
the
you do that.
Yarrawonga News and Gifts. We're going to go the full time at Martin Park between Wodonga Bulldogs and Murderford. Murderford getting over the line 58-46,
They
Robbie.
didn't go back to
Couldn't
back.
get a string of wins.
Back in the middle of the ground, big Tommy Goodwin. Been hot early, gets the clearing kick, about 20 metres forward for Corowa, but it's all Rovers. Jaden Bear flicks it on to Murray. He's caught holding the ball. Had to be. Barrett wrapped him up in a tackle. Umpire said play on. Struve gets a little quick kick inside forward 50. I thought Filipponi pushed his Rovers opponent out there. Umpire's letting this one go. Nolan onto his left foot, just clears the zone, comes to the broadcast side, and Jared Hatton is going to intercept for the Corowa-Rutherglen Footy Club on true centre wing, Robbie McKinlay.
You pump it inside forward 50. Does that. Gee, got a good punch of the footy on that one. Numbers there with Rovers. Comes to ground. Here's a chance for young Chamberlain. Over at Filipponi. Snap on goal. Hit the post on the right-hand side. He just needed the leg break, Panda. He got the toppy. It just kept on going, and it's crashed into the, not the wicket, into the post. Minor score. The Roos are on the board, though. They got it behind. Rovers are 1-2-8.
Inside 50 numbers, Dan Vaccaro on the Water stats sheet.
Yeah, Panda, so 6-2-2 in favour of Rovers.
Yeah, so Monty, they just need to get their hands on the footy. That was their first real chance inside 50 there for Coro, and I'll get back to you soon because the Rovers are going inside forward 50 again. Toby Murray in a one-on-one versus Bushrangers teammate. Ryan Stone from distance has goaled it. What a dribbling finish that was from Ryan Stone. A steal line goal of the day, and the Rovers have got two in a couple of minutes. They go to 2-2-14. Coral one behind. Monty, what about that for a finish from Ryan Stone?
Yeah, great finish, but it all started from the back line, didn't it? Well, from that point, they just went quick, got it out the back, and yeah, Ryan Stone, what a finish on the outside of the boot from about 45. Perfect finish from someone that's probably been a bit up and down this year, but it's really good to hit the scoreboard early.
Hey, Monty, we got a
I reckon
player.
it's Barley Panag, maybe?
Yeah, out there on
Or
that
is it
far
Jake Wood,
side.
boys?
It's
Was it
Jake
Wood?
Wood, and he is down on the ground, Monty. We'll go to you, boundary side for Albredonga MG. Looks like he's in a fair bit of
Yeah,
strife.
I reckon it's a lower leg, whether it's a knee or an ankle or something. He's to his feet now, boys, and he's going to be helped off the ground. So the umpires have stopped play here, so I think they're going to wait for him to get over the bench.
It's a funny old game, isn't it? We saw Filipponi 20 seconds before that dribble-type kick. Didn't get the bounce he wanted. Hits the post. And then Ryan Stone, he gets a more favourable one. He did angle the ball nicely, though, outside of his foot. And that was a classy finish. There's something about the Rovers here today, Mont. They really look up and about. Their ball
look
movement's
sharp.
good. They do. Sharp. Even off half back there. Any of the young guys who come in have already had a touch. Young Ramsey and Chamberlain are looking good. Let's maybe unleash Big Bowser. Actually, Big Bowser, here he is. He's about
Alex
to come on
Dowsley.
the ground. Yep, he's making his debut. They call him the Diesel or the Big Bowser. Some call him Big Sooty.
Beechworth.
And he's from Beechworth, and he's Miraz Lanaz's apprentice. How about that? Take it
He wouldn't
away.
look in the mirror as much as him, would he?
So back in the middle, and Philo with another clearance. Kicks it up towards half forward, far side of the ground. Amory provided a contest. Jolliffe, in fact, that was Stone, gives a hand pass off to Gerish, running inside 50. Look at that for a delivery. Almost hit Hebron on the chest. McCarthy picked it up tight in the pocket, took a flying kick, and hits the stick. So the Rovers are all over Corowa-Rutherglen here. Danger signs for Peter German and the Roos. Wang Rovers 2-3-15. Corowa one behind. That is on the Harvey Norman betting scoreboard.
Hatton's kicking was okay. Robinson did all right. He got the ball to the advantage of a few teammates. Tackled there and a really good hit up. Dylan Wilson's mauled there, and there's talk already. Who is it? Is it Dowsley or is it Lanaz? Who's the best to come out of Beechworth?
Neither.
Neither, some may say. And the cheery, I think Mirrors is listening
He'd be
in today.
watching or listening.
He would be. Here's Mark Luke, screws it over his shoulder. This is a good kick, dangerous situation.
Oh!
Up they went high, ball coming to ground. It might have been Tommy Boyd who flew.
Hebron.
It was Hebron. Out the back, good work there was Callum Spencer. Kick's going to be good. It is. Over the top was excellent from Wilson. Here goes Joey Hansen running with the footy. Kicks a beauty. Finds Ollie Struve on centre wing. Had to get through one tackle. He did. Now he's going to give up a bit of ground. He does that. He got it to Filipponi.
Yeah, good play there from Struve, and Filipponi switches the footy. So they've done it effectively here, Corowa-Rutherglen. This is Sandrell, just next to the centre circle. Asks his forwards to move for him. It's a good-looking kick. Look at that.
Great kick.
Straight onto the chest of Bradkey, and I reckon he's almost got the distance
Oh,
here, big
he has-
Kalen
has
Bradkey.
75.
Lines up
Come
from
on, Panda.
60 metres. It's a good kick. And marking down there, the smallest fella on the ground, Hayden Filipponi. what a good kick that was from Kalen Bradkey.
And boys, Filipponi was the one that kicked it to Sandrell to switch that play, so he's worked really hard to get inside 50 for be that option for Bradkey to find.
I reckon that's got to be their one wood today, Robbie.
Yep.
From the defence, they moved the footy brilliantly. They switched it, and Filipponi, he's been a dangerous player up forward this year. He's kicked 18 goals, make it 19, and Corowa-Rutherglen are on the board. A steal-line goal today. And I reckon that's a Mawson's concrete play today as well, Dan Vaccaro. Good movement from Corowa-Rutherglen.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Panda. And just on the Waters stat sheet there, 1 goal from 3 inside 50s for Corowa, and it's on the back of the dominance by Damo Wilson. He's up to 5 touches. But Rovers are still dominating the footy. They've had 9 inside 50s. Brody Filo's had the 5 touches and 1 clearance as well. So, good goal against the Tide boys.
Monty, you're pretty close there. A bit of an update maybe on Jakey Wood. How's he travelling down there, mate?
He's in a bit of pain. He's just getting the ankle restrapped, boys.
Yeah.
So just going to see how that goes, I think.
You could restrap it for him almost, Mont. You're
Really
right
could.
there. You are
Yeah.
a metre away from him.
I'm not
And
sure
Toby
if-
Murray as well.
I'm not sure if Jakey Wood wants Monty's
No.
hands all over him.
He can strap a good ankle butt, Robbie.
I don't doubt that, mate. All right, here we go. Here's Big Tommy. Got a nice tap to Cam Wilson. Good umpiring. He said, let it go, and he's penalised him. Excellent umpiring, Panda. I know you enjoyed it as well. Gaston got it to Philo. Love Philo's game today. Punches long. Here comes Elmer Thud. Might have got a push. No, play on. Here's a chance for Wilson. He went back for another go. Well done, Matt Wilson. Short ball was okay towards Panag. Now inboard to Cameron Wilson. Here's a chance for Robinson. Needs a good bounce. Couldn't pick it up the first time. Missed it the second. Can't get near the third. He was held.
Hold.
He was held. He didn't have the footy, Panda, but he should pump it inside forward 50.
He hand passes off to Wilson, who lowers his eyes inside 50. Nice little clever tap on there from Lane. Filipponi's picked it up, taken a flying snap, and he's goaled it. Filipponi with 2 in a minute. And Corowa-Rutherglen, just like that, bring the margin back. That was a great finish from Hayden Filipponi. He's got Corowa's first 2 goals. He's got 20 for the year. And Dan Vaccaro, he's providing to be a great focal point up forward.
Yeah, absolutely, Panda. 2 goals in a minute. Again, on the back of Damo Wilson, he's moved up to the 6 touches. Pretty much been best on ground to start this game, along with Philo. So, a great contest. 4 inside 50s for 2 goals for Corowa.
So Wang Rovers 2-3-15 lead, Corowa-Rutherglen 2-1-13, and just great forward craft, Monty, on the boundary for Wodonga MG.
Yeah, well, Hayden Filipponi there just shows his versatility. The first one was a one-on-one mark in the goal square, and that one he's just crumbed it beautifully as it got over the top of Jared Lane and snaps around the body. So it just shows you can do it both ways.
Loving the game. The first 7 or 8 minutes, it took, I think it was 7 or 8 minutes for that first goal, but we've had 4 in the last 6 minutes as Tommy Goodwin takes it out of the middle. Kick was smothered. Matty Wilson came in off the wing. Rhinestone was good. Got a handball to Garish. Garish released one to Shut. Couldn't get hold of it. Out the back was Shield. Barrett, sorry. Inside ball again. Back to Barrett. Off his left foot. Great tackle by Philo. Shortens it up. Murray. Handball to his brother Toby. Don't you love that? Another Corowa player down. Keep an eye on that one, Monty. Running towards half forward. Wilson for Rovers. He breaks clear. He's 70 out. Weighs up his options, goes long, keep an eye on Mark Lord the back, it comes to ground, stays there, Roos get numbers back, a sort of an accidental handball out of bounds is good result for them. Monty down on the ground for Dog MG.
Yeah, it's just Cam Barrett. When he got tackled there, it just landed a bit awkwardly, and it might be a hyperextender to the knee, but he's walking off under his own power, so probably just needs a quick rest and get that run right.
Looks like an ankle. He can hardly put any weight on that leg, so Jake Wood already on the bench for Corowa-Rutherglen.
He's heading in the rooms too, Jake Wood, so they've got
he did look good, Jake Wood.
there, yeah.
So they could be 2 players down early here, Coro. It's the story of their season, but they're battling on brave in this SSNA Ovens and Murray season. Ayres, nice kick into a bit of space. The ball's at half back. Sandrell picks it up, gets a quick kick away, but it was a great chase from Jaden Bear, who's forced a awful kick there from Sandrell, and we got a free kick here to the Wangaratta Rovers. For out in the full, Sammy Carpenter. What a warrior he is.
I don't know how he got that kick, boys. He just come off the bench to take that. So
Well, it wasn't a great kick, Monty, because he's turned it over to
maybe
Bailey
he felt bad for
Pernack.
taking it.
So the Rovers up by 2 points. 16 minutes gone here in this first quarter. We're doing it all thanks to A-grade batteries and oils here on O&M Live.
Good grab there
And he's
by
paid a 50.
Jamie Wilson. He's played a 50.
He's paid the swinging arm in the marking contest, which I don't know if that's actually classified as a 50.
So, Mont, that free kick was right at the back line of the centre square. So
Yeah,
it
you'll
should
go all the
go
way
to
through the other
centre
side,
forward.
yep.
So it's an easy measurement. And Wilson's kick
Oh.
just overcooked it. Jared Lane was just licking his
He had
lips.
no one near him either. Jared
No
Lane
one
there.
near him. Raven Jolliffe picked up the crumbs there, Pander. He got it onto Sammy Carpenter with a nice kick. Found Wilson for Wangaratta Rovers, who dropped it.
Oh.
And then he might have kicked it out of bounds to the full.
Well, that's what Corowa is saying.
Both umpires here, one's
Now-
called one and one's called the other.
We've got 3 umpires converging here. Jason Roan comes in. He said, "Come here, young fella," and in he comes. He's speaking to both boundary umpires now. We are very close to a decision here, Panda.
We are.
And it is going to be, throw it in.
So one called it out in the full, and the other at the other end called it a boundary throw-in. They came together, they
Yeah.
talked about it.
Happy. If only world countries could
Yes,
act like
you're
that
right.
and get that resolved. It was a peaceful resolution, Panda. Fantastic stuff. 18 minutes gone. Rovers lead 15-13. Just
Filipponi
beautiful.
with the last 2 goals in this game after the Rovers got out to an early lead. Stone, he kicked already 1 goal in this first quarter onto Philo, and love to know how many touches he's had early. A beautiful kick. Marklew meets it at half forward. He's got Hebron on short. Doesn't use him, goes to Bear. He's too far out to score. Call it 60 metres out. Goes in there looking for Stone. Out the back. Here's a chance for young Bowser Dowsley on debut. Tries to get rid of it. He was slung around at a 360. Got rid of it in the end. And Joey Hansen saves the day for Corowa, and he goes short to Spencer. Corowa still in their own D50. They trail by 2 points as we edge up towards the 9th minute mark of this first quarter on O&M Live.
The big Bowser there, he had it and he just thought, hello, here we go. And then
Got excited.
Yeah, he did, and fair enough too. Hatton pumps it. Not a great spinning ball. Sammy Murray out the back. He won't get it, and it's a boundary throw right in front of you. Monty, what do you got for us on the injury update for Corowa-Rutherglen, mate?
Yeah, Cam Barrett's right to go, boys. He's run up and down the boundary a couple of times, so he's going to about to come back on, whereas Jake Wood's still in the rooms getting a bit of attention.
There you go. And just getting a little bit blustery down there, Mont. Keep an eye on the weather. You were concerned what was happening out in the north
You seen
there.
the radar, Robbie?
I haven't. I don't think I should look.
No.
Good. Robinson was a good tap to Jared Lane. Got it on to Damien Wilson. Kick through the middle of the ground was okay. Here's a chance for Raven Jolliffe. Gerrish is there. Gerrish got it. Handball at the back was good to Pup Clark. Went to centre wing. Raven Jolliffe provided a bit of an offering. Jolliffe tracks it, gathered it. Handball over the top to Dylan Stone. You'll have to be clever. He was.
Oh.
He got through 1. He got through 2. Kick was magnificent to Elijah Amory. Amory, 50 out. Decides to go short. The Ibis Murray's taken a beauty. Young Toby diving at second slip. 20 metres out, 45-degree angle.
Monty, that was brilliant play by Dylan Stone. He turned Filipponi inside out. That was great play all the way down the wing.
Yeah, and he shrugged the tackle off the big KB Bradkey running at him too, so he's done well to break two of them, and then the delivery to Toby Murray is fantastic.
Here comes Toby, and he's just hooked it a little bit with that around the corner kick. His old man Pete would have gone back and slotted the drop punt.
He would have.
But it's a changing world, Panda.
It is
I don't know
indeed.
if it's a better world. You worked that out.
No.
It's 16-13. Rovers lead Corowa-Rutherglen.
Dan Vaccaro on the water stat sheet. Can you go around the grounds for us as well?
Yes, no worries at all, Panda. So Brody Philo, you asked for his numbers just before. So he's up to the 7 touches now in the Waters stat sheet. And if we are going to go around the grounds to the Plough in Tarawinji, Wangaratta 34 to Raiders 12, North Albury 2 to Yarrawonga 12, Wodonga 7 to Murderford's 18, Albury 16 to Lavey 8.
Keep an eye on that one and keep an eye on the hands of Will Robinson. Wasn't able to mark. They've got out the back here, Corowa-Rutherglen.
Tommy Goodwin, Tommy Goodwin.
Oh, no! All by himself, and that kick into Tommy.
Yeah, just keep running.
Aston
Keep running,
Peterson
Tommy.
to the big
Keep
fella.
running.
Here we go. Tommy Goodwin tight in the pocket. He goes to drop punt. And
no!
That would have been a wonderful finish from big Tommy Goodwin, who was in a paddock of space. He provided
Jason
an
Marsh
option
didn't
out
look
the back.
after him, boys, did he? He had
He
100
didn't.
metres
It
and he
was
kicked it as far away from him as he could.
It was a horrible kick by Marks. It's a point to Corowa-Rutherglen, 2-2-14. The Rovers 2-4-16. As Murray's kick sails out of bounds, all of a sudden the ball's on centre wing, far side, just forward to centre for the Rovers, and they lead by 2 points, Robbie. What about that?
Are they making goalposts wider these days? Jeez, we've seen a lot. I think we had 3 today already.
Tommy almost kicked the ball that hard it almost broke the post to Lee Matthews, Robbie. Extraordinary.
He looked like
He's one out now too.
He is too.
He's blown up. He's put in some big minutes in that first quarter.
That's one of the highlights of the season, I reckon. I just love that sort of stuff. Ryan Stone's handball was good. Jack Gerrish, he got through traffic well, got it back to Stone, kicks it in half forward. Flying high was Hebron, couldn't gather it. Corowa defended nicely here. Quick hands by Spencer was okay. Courage by Shield. The Coffee Man. The Coffee Man has got a kick for a high one. Umpire's in very good position there, Panda. And it'll be the man who's got one of the nicest coffee shops in the main street of Corowa. We won't mention it yet because he's got to get on board as a sponsor for that sort of recognition. So you work it out, Jack. And he's going to kick it to half back.
His kick is a bit of a mongrel. Gaston floated back for the Rovers and punched it to Murray. Off a step. Look at that for a beautiful kick on the wing. Inboard to Philo. His 8th possession. Plays on. Inside forward 50. Looking for Big Ibis. Murray wasn't able to mark. Good fist by his Bushy's teammate Ayres, who's playing against him today. It looks like we're going to have a ball up inside 50 once again for the Wangaratta Rovers. 2-4-16. They lead Corowa-Rutherglen 2-2-14. 22 minutes gone on the Macca's time clock in this first quarter, Robbie.
Yeah, good game of footy. You know, it's just up and down, one end to the other. A lot of highlights. I said 3 posters. But at the moment, it's a 2-point lead of the Rovers under attack. Murray won the tap, and he almost got the crumbs as well. Wilson for Rovers was tackled by Bailey Panag, and it will be a ball up forward pocket. About 20 out from the Rovers' goal.
The greenest patch of grass in the ground there, Robbie.
It's a nice part of the ground, isn't it? Cade Cushett back into the game today. He was tackled by 2 Wangaratta Rovers defenders. So it'll be thrown up again, Panda. 23 minutes gone. We're doing this one for A-grade batteries and all. And the Harvey Norman scoreboard, it's 16-14, Rovers lead, Corowa.
Toby Murray got his hands on that and then applied a good, strong follow-up tackle as well. He's an agile boy, is Toby.
He is a genuine talent, mate.
Yep.
Looking at him already. Don't worry about that.
So we've got another ball up here, so 3 or 4 in a row inside the 50 for the Rovers. Murray got his hands to it again. The experience of Lane just extracts it for Corowa. Dangerous kick into the middle of the ground, but Hansen, he did not dispose of that, and he's been called to play on. Interesting stuff. Jolliffe wins it back for the Rovers anyway. Wide kick is going to be marked by Murray. Now he's right up against the boundary. Call it every bit of 52 metres out. Broadcast side. You reckon he's going to have a pop shot here, Robbie?
I reckon the Ibis is half back. Fancy himself here, Mont.
Well, he's got
good on him.
Probably a bit of confidence. Murray's don't lack that. So Toby, off the instep. He's going to land about 15 metres out from goal. And off the ground, Hebron has socketed out of mid-air. That was sloppy there by the Corowa-Rutherglen defence, Monty, because Hebron was in a paddock of space and it was really just an open goal in the end.
Yeah, the effort probably to punch it through probably wasn't quite strong enough, was it? This fell straight down instead of going through about 10 deep. So need to be a bit better in the contest there, the Corowa boys.
Just on the Water stat sheet too, boys. Wangaratta Rovers are up to 16 inside 50s for the quarter to Corowa-Rutherglen's 6. Jeez. So massive difference and not much in the scoreboard. So Corowa, a lot more potent going forward, but Rovers dominating the territory. Game at the moment, it's on the back of Brody Philo. He's had 9 touches this quarter. He's been absolutely fantastic. Sam Murray's been precise with his 4 touches as well. And the 2 centre clearances for Rovers.
He looks the Philo of old today.
He does, yep.
This is what we used to see.
He looks really switched on, doesn't he?
And he's getting penetration in his kicks too, Panda. He's
he
at
is
the
again.
footy again. He won it. Give him 2 touches there, please, Dan Vaccaro. Out the back from Jolliffe. Got it back to guess who? Brody Philo. Another 55-metre kick. Cushett from behind. He does that well. Wilson missed the chance. Saunders handball back to Cushett. Mightn't have had it. Here comes Jerry McCarthy. McCarthy's handball's cut out there by Shilg. Shilg over to Saunders. Under pressure. He got a handball of some sort out. Here's a go for Damien Wilson, and he just couldn't quite gather it. Good pressure there from young Cameron Chamberlain.
I think it was Ramsey, maybe.
And both of them. Ramsey and Chamberlain, the pair of them, fantastic stuff. Boundary throw in, slightly into attack for Corowa-Rutherglen. They lead 22-14, and that's on the Macca's time clock with about 4 minutes to go, I reckon.
So we've had 5 goals in this opening quarter. Carpenter, his kick might get intercepted. It's in the middle of the ground. Sandrell tracks it back for Corowa. Got a bad bounce. Stone comes up and meets it, and Sandrell applies a good tackle. And we've got a ball up 65 metres out from the Wangaratta Rovers goal.
12 touches for Brody Philo too now, boys, on the Water stat sheet.
Ominous. And Robbie's call was brilliant as well. His kicks are sailing every bit of 55, 60 metres. Got a lot of penetration. Goodwin got a fist to it from the ball up, and it's just trickled over the boundary line as Garish tracked it back, Monty, boundary side for
speaking
Orbit
about his kicks there, Pando, they got that oof back into it, haven't they? You can really hear it through that effects mic, and it's got a real penetration in it.
Good ambience levels, Mont.
I reckon probably need to go up just a little bit there, Panda.
We'll track that.
Darren Creswell down the sideline, just giving the Ibis just a little bit of tuition. Pick up what they're saying there, Mont.
Well, Ibis isn't taking it in, that's for sure.
It might be about one of those invoices that Ibis got to hand in to Darren.
Those parties from West Wylam.
That is one of the great stories. That one.
We'll tell it at half time.
Yeah, we might tell that one. And Ibis had lost all the original invoices, and he
still demanded the cash though.
Well, he came up with a figure. What, he wrote it on Monty in the back of a beer coaster or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
There's no receipts.
An old
napkin. An old napkin. Sun shining out there in the John Ford Oval. Good game of footy. Rovers lead at 22-14. Nice work there by Ayres. It was Jordan Ayres. Kick to a 50-50.
That's got to be a free kick.
It is, and the non-officiating umpires come in there, which was Jason Rain.
Yep,
and he's going to get it sorted out again, Panda. So centre wing, Rovers will go forward again.
So it wasn't originally paid by the officiating umpire to Raven Jolliffe, and
He got it right, I reckon.
yeah, the non-officiating one said, hang on, it was chopped down for sure. McCarthy flew high at half forward, wasn't able to mark. Going in there was Barrett, putting his head over the footy. Strong tackle applied on him. So we got a ball up, 60 metres out from the Rovers' goal, far side, Murray River side of the ground here of a beautiful-looking John Ford Oval at the minute. I say
good.
minute because there is potentially a little bit of rain away on the radar. The Rovers holding an 8-point lead here.
I don't
The
think it'll
Rovers want
change
ball.
our conditions up here, though, will it?
No.
That's the beauty of where we are, Panda.
And there is a free kick holding the ball. It's against Cam Wilson, and it's going to go the way of young Cameron Chamberlain, Robbie, who's going to pump it inside forward 50. Wheels around on the right, flying high. Hebron out the back, roving here. Shut is going to get taken over the boundary line. Well done by Cam Spencer. So we've gone 28 in this opening term, and we've got an 8-point lead here to the Rovers over Corowa for A-grade batteries and oils.
We had an extraordinary situation with the length of the quarters and the first half at Myrtleford last week, Panda. Despite the low scoring, they both went 32 minutes.
Wow.
Extraordinary stuff. And then the next two, I think they might have found their time back because they went about 23.
I was about to say, they would only went about dead on 20.
Yeah, it was. But anyway, what do we got? We're ball up. Rovers in attack. They lead by 8 points. Almost 29 minutes gone. Great quarter of footy. Very entertaining indeed. Rovers might get one more crack at it here. Ryan Stone been hard at the footy. I've enjoyed his game today. Monty, I reckon Ryan Stone might be starting to run into a little bit of form.
Yeah, probably just getting a bit of continuity back in his body. He had a few injuries early on and was in and out of the twos. I know he did his calf in a warm-up as well, which he missed a game for. So it's probably just getting back out on the park a bit more often.
He's been and again, he's in there today. And there's a free kick, a whistle. It might have been a push in there.
Yeah, paid in the back there, boys.
And it has, and it is going to go the way of... Is it the Bowser?
It is.
It's the Bowser. Well...
Alex Dowsley on debut.
The young fellow on debut. He's kicked 51 goals already this year in the twos. Okay.
The next best in the twos, I think, is about 36 goals, Robbie, so he's streets ahead of
he's going to win
everybody
that.
else.
And I'll tell you what, he did not look anywhere else. He went back, and he's going to go back and have a shot here. Oh, after the siren sort of stuff here for the Bowser. The boy from Beechworth. Come on, young man. Alex Dowsley comes in, 40 metres out. Kick on the way. Have a look at that. Have a look at that, the Bowser says. He kicks his first goal in senior footy. Every single player gets around him, even the interchange bench. The Bowser, he's fueled up, I'll tell you what. Good stuff. Finishes a great quarter of footy. Rovers 28. The Roos are 14. How about that, Panda?
That was brilliant.
That was great to
O&M
see.
footy at its best. As soon as it come off his boot, the fists were in the air. That was genuine. Oh, that was genuine elation. Brilliant stuff there by Alex Dowsley on debut. The Corowa-Rutherglen Footy Club 2-2-14 trail the Wangaratta Rovers 4-4-28 here on O&M Live. When we come back, second quarter action after this on O&M Live. You won't miss a thing.
All clear.
GoTafe is hiring, and we want you on our team. Flexibility, professional development, generous remuneration, and a staff wellbeing program are just a few of the great benefits we offer. If you have a passion for your skill or qualification and you're looking for real work-life balance, then GoTafe is the place for you.
GoTafe is leading,
inspiring,
hands-on,
flexible, fabulous.
We have dozens of trainer positions and corporate roles open right now. Get in touch today.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
Recognise this face? I've been in more beer ads than anyone else, and all I'm told to do is smile, sip and laugh a bit. 0.0% alcohol? This changes everything.
I can swim! I can upgrade heavy machinery! I can actually drive! Onward, beer drinkers!
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTafe.
Did someone say KFC?
I don't care! I love it!
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan. With a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
At 2AY, we're your home of news, talk, sport and music.
We're community focused, passionate about our region and what makes it great.
We bring you the very latest news that matters, from breaking stories in your backyard to headlines and hot topics from around the country and around the world.
And on weekends, we live and breathe local sport and bring you exclusive live coverage.
1494 2AY, we're your local.
22 to Lovington 17, and then the game here 28 to 14 at quarter time.
Good work there. That's Dan Vaccaro stats for Waters. Scotty Montgomery down boundary side for Albury-Wodonga MG. You're at the Corowa-Rutherglen huddle. What did you pick up?
Yeah, got to both boys. So just firstly with Kreza, he was a bit unhappy with the way they set up around the ball early and probably gave him a few outs, which is why they were able to kick a couple of goals. He felt they needed to get balance a bit better, especially at stoppages and the kick-ins. Whereas Cora, he's pretty happy. He thought the pressure just wasn't quite there enough. Jermo really put it on him. They've really got to put the heat on guys like Sam Murray and Brody Filo when they get the footy, and don't let them get the easy options and be able to use their kicking like they have in the first quarter.
Now, if there's somebody that could potentially provide a bit of a run with role at Corowa, Monty, who is it that could potentially go and stand next to a Brody Philo and match him all day?
Well, with Brody Philo, not too many out there, I don't reckon. But maybe a Jack Shield could be a bit of a stopper. Bruce probably hasn't got the leg speed to keep up. But yeah, his one-on-one stuff's really good. So he's probably the one. So as we said, but Joe Hanson's gone in there right now and gone to him.
Yeah, I don't mind it. So second quarter underway here for Solar Integrity. The Rovers by 14 points. They've been cleaner and they have owned this first quarter here on O&M Live. Tommy Goodwin just extracts it. He fell back on Toby Murray. I wouldn't like to be Toby at the bottom of that. The Rovers bench next to us very vocal as Nolan takes an intercept mark at half back. He's got a lovely left leg. He kicks to Stone. Bears out here on his own on the wing. In fact, he's been held up here by Joey Hanson. Bear wheels around. Good kick into Murray. Tries to reach it at its highest point. Good fist there from Jordan Ayres. He's got to get rid of it now. Goodwin. He's been wrapped up, and we have a ball up on true centre wing. So 40 seconds gone in this second quarter. It's a 14-point lead to the Wangaratta Rovers over Corowa-Rutherglen and Robbie. We're expecting a little bit of rain at some stage here today. I'm not sure when, but it'll come.
And poor old Toby Murray said, I've got to go again against this man Mountain. He did all right, the young fella. Got the tap. The advantage is shut. Got it nicely. Dylan Stone through traffic off the left foot. Funny old spinning kick. Cade Cushion dropped the chest mark. Gathered up the crumbs. Mark Lou overran it. It stays in tight. Hatton says it ain't going out. It ain't going out. He can't afford to go out, and it's going to be a ball up 52 metres out from the Wangaratta Rovers goal. We've just started the second quarter. They lead it 28-14, and it's been a very entertaining game of football. Jake Wood out of the game already for Wang Rovers. Here's Dylan Stone. Kicks it, top of the goal square. Might even do better than that. If it bounces, it might go close. It holds up. Joe Hanson releases back to Ryan Ayres, Panda, and they're out of trouble, the Roos.
Momentarily, it's a clearing kick. Look at that fist from Sammy Carpenter as far as a kick. It falls the way here of Amory, who ran himself into a bit of trouble. Wilson got a hand pass out here to Garish, who bananas it in the pocket, and it trickles over the boundary line. In fact, it's out of bounds on the full there from Jack Garish, so no score. The Rovers 4-4-28 over Corowa-Rutherglen 2-2-14 as we edge up towards this 2-minute mark on the Macca's time clock. And Corowa-Rutherglen bring this footy back in. It's Ayres. He just kicks it as long as he can. Far side of the ground, Filipponi, who's kicked the only 2 goals for Corowa-Rutherglen. Ball spilled out of his hands, and we've got a ball up. Still 60 out from Corowa-Rutherglen's goal. Filipponi with the only 2 goals for Corowa. Singles each to Dowsley on debut, Mark Liu and Ryan Stone for the Rovers.
There might be a free infringement here in the ruck, and this time it's going to go against Tommy Goodwin. He made the Ibis Murray, Toby earn it.
He's up to the task, Robbie, though, isn't he?
Oh, he'll sleep well tonight, but great pass by Murray. Finds Alex Marklew on a lead. Very tight angle out there. He's about 35 out, about 5 metres in from the boundary side. Sort of close you can get to the John Ford Bridge sort of set up, Pan.
Came across the bridge today?
Yep, you did too. We went the other way, mate.
Did you?
Yeah, we came
Come from Albury, of course, different directions.
Monty likes to have a trip down the main street.
Love going over the bridge.
Yep, we
they had the banners out for me, Robbie.
They did.
Welcome back, Monty. So.
Listen to that, will ya?
Okay, Monty. It'll be welcome back, Monty, if Wang Rovers get the chocolates today when Monty rolls into work on Monday. As Mark Klug comes in now, kick on the way. It's a tough pocket to kick him from out there, and he's kicked the behind. So that's the first score of the second quarter. Wangaratta Rovers 4-5-29. They lead Corowa-Rutherglen 2-2-14. This one's for Solar Integrity, Panda. And that score I gave you is for our good friends at CMV Truck and Bus, who joined us at the Albury Sports Ground a few weeks ago for a bit of gold. In the commentary box.
Dangerous kick in from Shield, but it's a beautiful kick right down the high to Little, and Joey Hanson is marked, and he plays on straight away. Kicks it to Filipponi. He was the only one that went up for the mark. He did all the hard work and spilled it in the end. As Murray breaks away here for the Rovers, takes a couple of pounces, hand passes it to Stone. So the Rovers transitioning the footy right through the middle of the ground. Jolliffe in towards Marklew, who's running on the ground here. He has to get rid of it. Ayres, good tackle on Marklew, and it's a boundary throw in 50 metres out from the Wangaratta Rovers goal. Monty, tell us a little bit about Ryan Ayres. He's a good product. He's a really good size down there playing in defence for Corowa-Rutherglen.
Yeah, obviously on the Bushrangers list, so it's played senior footy the last couple of years. Really promising sort of kid, I reckon. I reckon a lot of clubs will be looking at him. He's good size, can run. His skills are pretty good, so yeah, he's definitely one that will be on the radar of a couple of AFL clubs, I reckon.
Great family name here, of course, at the Corowa-Rutherglen Football Club.
His old man's actually standing next to me. He's running water today.
Big Brendan, there he is. I spotted him down there. Carpenter gathered the footy.
Good
Clever
kick.
kick, Sammy Carpenter. He had great vision. He went backwards, but it's going to go forwards in the end. He found Will Nolan as Carpenter runs behind Nolan. Nolan ignores. Off the left foot. Kick's not a good one. Oh, Joey Hansen double-fisted it. Might have marked that. Picked up, gathered. Pumped in by Philo. Top of the goal square. Flying high. Play on's the call. Corowa can't let this one get out. They'll have to work it to the boundary. Not a bad result in the end. It's going to be a ball-up Panda. 15 out from the Rovers goal. They need 29-14. 5 minutes gone on the Macca's time clock.
Hebron is dangerous when he flies and gets two jukes at the footy. Playing his footy at GWS in the VFL. He's a high flyer, isn't he, Hebron?
Get the feeling, Panda, he's got something in him here today.
Yeah, he could take mark of the year. He could sit on your head easily. Tommy Goodwin, wouldn't like him sitting on my head. Tapped it to space. Wilson just hand passed it and asked his teammates to come at the footy. Weaving through traffic there was Amory onto the right foot of Stone. Quick kick. Coming out there was the Bowser and meeting the footy. Left it behind. Ayres. Dangerous kick. It's going to come straight back because Ramsey for the Rovers is marked. He hand passed it to Jolliffe. Too far out to score. Had to get around a tackler. Pumps it to the tooth of goal. Flying high again there was Hebron. Goodwin just left the footy behind and Ayres hands it off to Lane and makes it somebody else's problem.
Yeah, and Lane's kick is okay too towards Bradke and Clark. Well done by Shutt. Comes back inside. Geez, that's a good grab by Sammy Carpenter. He's been good today, Carps. He goes short, finds Murray. He's got room. He's going to weigh up his one wood off the tee nut. He chips a little 9-iron to Raven Jolliffe. Jolliffe. Now he goes back to Murray. Murray this time, he goes short again. Kick's not good. And he's hit Joey Hansen fair in the fingers. And he relieves it and he gets it off to Cameron Wilson.
So, still a 15-point margin here in this second quarter. 6 minutes gone on the Macca's time clock. Not a great kick forward by Corowa-Rutherglen and Cam Wilson. Jolliffe intercepting. Gets it back from Murray and ran into it. Heap of traffic and just hand pass it to space. Amory's over the head hand pass was a little bit fancy. He applied a good strong tackle on Shield, but Corowa-Rutherglen intercept and Wilson just gains about 40 metres for Corowa-Rutherglen. A good old-fashioned 40-20 in the rugby, and we've got a boundary throw in 55 metres around from Corowa-Rutherglen goal. No goal yet still in this second quarter, Dan Ficara on the Water stat sheet.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Panda, but the territory battle's been won by Rovers. They've had 6 inside 50s to Corowa-Rutherglen's 1. So big win for Waters Electrical.
Look at Mont down there. He hasn't said a word for 5 minutes. He's in a
This
conversation with this bloke.
This won't for you boys to throw it down. I mean, this is Steve Brown, actually. He's watching the Lavington score very closely, and he's got a foot in both camps, both Wang Rovers and Lavington, so it's quite interesting getting his point of view on today's game.
I like it.
Matty Wilson was good, got a handball to Ayres, got it back to Hansen, who got it on to Shilg. Overhead mark was missed there by Barrett. Good tackle, though. Although here comes Jack. If Garish gets it and breaks clear, look out, here he goes. Jack got a handball over the top to Dylan Stone. Now the handball comes back inside. It's going to work okay. Ends up there nicely with Ryan Stone. Oh, young Chamberlain eventually got hold of it. He's getting himself in a bit of trouble. He had to kick in a hurry. And it's McCarthy who's marked too far out to score. He plays on, goes long, looks for the Ibis, and it goes over his head towards the boundary. Here's Hebron, impossible angle. Goodness me, what's he done? Oh, he's kicked an amazing goal as Ryan Hebron. He had no room to work with. A steal-on goal of the day. He gets his second. Absolutely brilliant finish there. The Rovers get their first goal of the second term. 5-5-35. Lead Corowa-Rutherglen 2-2-14.
That was a great finish, wasn't it, Dan Ficara?
Unbelievable start for the quarter as well by Rovers on the Waters stat sheet. So they're up to 7 inside 50s now. Brody Follow continuing where he's left off. He's had 3 early touches, and Sam Murray has been great with 4 touches as well. And Sammy Carpenter off the half-back line, boys. He's had the 3 touches. He's been really effective. Corowa will just have to get their hands on the footy. Damo Wilson yet to touch it. Cam Barrett yet to touch it this quarter.
Monty, you're standing next to a couple of gentlemen who really love Robbie's call down there,
They did, didn't they? They turned around and they were right up and about it, so it's good to see.
You're out in the open here at Corowa. I like it. I like it indeed, and I like what the Rovers are producing here today. 5-5-35 over Corowa, 2-2-14. He looks like He could be anything, Ryan Hebron, doesn't he? He
Well,
can jump, he can leap, he can do
We
the
warned our
impossible.
viewers and
goals like
listeners that he is ready to explode, Panda.
Yep.
Expect a bit more. I think he was tipped to kick 5 today.
Yeah, the coach thought he was pretty likely to kick 5. So.
I like the fact they're playing him one out in the square as well. He's a dangerous opposition. So Stone over around the footy. Wilson, Cam picks it up. Quick kick forward. Out to that far side, right in front of the scoreboard. Bradkey over around the footy. Filipponi trying hard. Hand back. Pass it back to his mate Hansen.
High tackle off out of
boundary
bounds.
throw in. So the boundary umpire has said, Joey, you run over the line, and I'm going to toss this one back into play. A 21-point lead here to the Wangaratta Rovers. 9 minutes gone in this second quarter for Solar Integrity.
Get ready, Dan Picaro. We'll go around the grounds for the plough in Tarawinji very shortly, mate. Soon, first opportunity we get. Inside forward 50 for the Roos. Gee, they need a goal now, but it's going to be defended nicely. Here comes Jack Gerrish. He had one bounce. He offloads a handball to Sam Murray. Murray unloads a big kick down the wing. Beautifully read there by Dylan Stone. Gets a lovely bounce. He'll stroll in. Has one bounce. Decides he'll give an inside handball. Was really good. 2 to the young fella. In Cam Ramsey, it got a little bit messy now. McCarthy's okay over the top to Toby Murray. Toby Murray's handball puts his teammate McCarthy under all sorts of pressure. In fact, it was Elijah Amory. And it's going to be balled up. No prior opportunity. Panda, Rovers attacking again. Not far out from goal. They lead by 21 points.
So ball up. Great tap down there from Murray. Markley got his hands free. Stone goes in. And Lane tackles him. And we've got a ball up. Still 40 out here from the Wangaratta Rovers goal.
One thing about Elijah Amory, he adds a bit of physicality to the contest.
He's a pretty quick attacking player, is Elijah Amory. So Pernag's over this footy. Damien Wilson tried to get a little grubber kick away. Raven Jolliffe just went in as tough as nails and picked the footy up, but he's been met straight away. So another ball up, 50 out from the Rovers goal. They lead by 21 points. Dan Vaccaro, quickly, can you give us one score around the grounds?
The one score around the ground, I'll go to the John Flower Oval, Wodonga 24 to Murderford 25.
There you go. So, ball up. We'll get a second score shortly, Dan. Jared Lane through traffic. He had nowhere to go. He had no prior opportunity. And it will be balled up. Quick score. What else you got for him, mate?
Albury Sports Ground is Albury Tigers 24 to Lavington 36.
There you go. The Panthers have made a good start, up by a couple there. Marklu's lurking. He's still lurking. Now he gathers. Handball over the top. Dylan Stone was there momentarily. But instead, it has gone past him. And it's going to be balled up again. So good tackling. Good pressure. And young Cam Chamberlain there, Panda. He doesn't mind getting involved in the contest, the young fella.
No, he's made a couple of good decisions today. Gaston relieving the footy behind there with Stone. Gives it back to Gaston on his left. Kicks it to a dangerous position. Ibis Murray resting down there in the forward line. And we've got a boundary throw in around the point post here from the Wangaratta Rovers, who lead by 21 points. Monty, they're set up so brilliantly here, the Wangaratta Rovers, and they're just locking the footy in their front half.
Yeah, well, a couple of times Cora have got out. You have a look at the ground now. There's no one inside their half, so they're really struggling to have a target to kick it to when they're on their way out. So the way that the Rovers are defensively setting up, bringing the forward, making the Cora forwards come up with them.
Back in, Cam Wilson. Handball was intercepted. He went back, got another handball, Cam Wilson. Got it towards Spencer. Now, nice work there by Lane. In a 1-2 there with Wilson. Cameron picked up by Bear. Pumps it long into the Rovers, top of the goal square. Hebron flew high. Couldn't gather it. They're going to mop up here nicely. The handball switches to Damien Wilson. Oh, what a tackle. What a rundown tackle from the Ibis. The big fella. Jeez, he made some ground there. Damien Wilson must have wondered what hit him. It was big Toby Murray, who just... What about his ground coverage there, Monty?
Yeah, absolutely. He takes half as many steps as what Damien Wilson does, so that's the difference there. But he does have a bit of a turn of speed, Toby Murray, so he just never gave up on it.
He's been fantastic today, Toby Murray.
He was off to the races, Damien Wilson, and the Ibis said, Now he's 35 out, 45-degree angle, and the Ibis has kicked it out of bounds on the full, so he might have been a bit knackered after that run.
Spent a few train tickets, do you reckon, Robbie?
He did, yeah.
Those palmies are still sticking his stomach around.
Don't worry about invoice on that one. That was fantastic from Toby.
Too much Napolitana sauce on the palmy.
Napolitana?
Isn't that what it's called?
Jesus.
I'm not sure. You're the Italian in this box, Dan.
Napolitana.
There you go, Napolitana.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
said.
So Wilson's kick into the middle of the ground. Bradkey, maybe a bit lucky there. Umpire said he got his arms chopped. So 14 plays 35, the only goal this second quarter to the way the Wangaratta Rovers, and they lead by 21 points. Jolliffe at half-back, just tapping the ball to a bit of space and running onto it. Struve tackled him. Jolliffe didn't like it, thought he might have got a push in the back, and we got a ball up pretty much right on the boundary line.
Now, what's going on with umpire Peachy's socks, boys? They're a bit different than the other two umpires. You notice that, lads?
I think they're a bit faded. He's been around long enough now, Peach. I think his socks have really just given in on him.
I went to school with Peach.
Did you?
Yeah.
What was he like as a student?
Not A grade. He was okay.
Were you A grade, were you?
I was all right. Jolliffe marks. Peach only went to year 10, but he had 6 years in high school. That gives you a bit of an
Couple
idea.
of repeats from the Peach.
Yeah. He's a great bloke, though, Peach. He won't mind me saying that.
Can't wait till that comes up in their review this week.
He'll send me a message tomorrow. Now, Carpenter plays on, and the kick goes to Tommy Boyd, who hasn't had to do much today, has he, lads?
No.
Now he just runs around lane, and nice little drop punt towards that man, Jack. But Jack knew he was out of it early days, and it's Wilson who's got it, Panda.
Yeah, he goes short to Lane. So Matt Wilson goes short, and Jared Lane takes a diving mark down low. And Dan, those inside 50 numbers for us, I reckon this is only the second or third time they've gone in.
No, so Corowa have got a couple of repeats, so they're up to 5 now on the WAD stat sheet. However, yeah, Rovers are still sitting on 9 for the quarter, boys, so still a territory dominance.
It's about who gets the footy around 50, isn't it, when it goes in? Like Matty Wilson there, one of their better ball users, was able to lower the eyes and hit Jared Lane, whereas they've just probably bombed away a little bit too much when they've got it inside so far.
Not too many players in this comp are averaging around 23 disposals and a goal a game. Jared Lane's one of those. Starts his approach from 40 metres out. Look at that. Gun barrel straight.
Great kick.
Jared Lane has kicked a steel line goal of the day. He's now kicked 14 for the year. As a couple of horns get blown around the John Ford Oval. And Corowa-Rutherglen needed that. They go to 3-2-20. The Wangaratta Rovers 5-5-35. That is on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard. Dan Ficara on the Water stat sheet.
Yeah, great goal there, but yeah, 9 inside 50s to the 5. But what I want to get to, boys, is the around the grounds for the Plough and Tarrawingi. Couple of score changes. So North Albury have come back a little bit, so 20-36 at Button Park against Yarrawonga. Wodonga are starting to kick away a little bit, 37 of Murderford's 25. Albury 31 to Lavington's 37. And then the score here, 14-35, boys.
Nice work there, Dan Ficarro for Waters stats.
It's
McCarthy,
20 here, Dan.
handball. That Jack Gurish, here he goes. One bounce, you better hurry up, Jack. He's been caught. He's been caught. And he's been nailed there by young Sandrell. So Georgie Sandrell, a true centre half-back, gets on his left foot, kicks it long, looks for Hanson. Nice use of the body. Raven Jolliffe, who's been fantastic today, I reckon. Mops up nicely at half-back. Zig, zag, zigged again and zagged to the right. Went back to the left, went back to the right, and he's in trouble, I reckon. Boundary umpire says...
Yeah, he's saved by the boundary line, boys. Saved by the boundary line.
Old throated. He's got a nice step on him, Raven, hasn't he, Mont?
Yeah, he doesn't mind... it's useful when he used to go out late nights, a bit of dancing around and whatever on the dance floor.
Z-bar.
He was more of a Paddy's operator than Jolliffe,
right.
But he's matured now, and he's a lovely young man.
He's a father now, so little rooker at home.
Yeah.
Just
hardly gets out.
Never.
We all mature eventually. Some
Dan's
more
still
than
waiting
others.
to get there.
Yeah, Dan is. Making good salami, though. Here's a chance for Cam Wilson. He runs to 40 metres. Vacant goal square, and it's across the face. That would have been a great leveller there from Corowa. So 3-3-21. They're just owning this last sort of 5 or so minutes in this
They're
second
hanging
quarter.
in there, Panda.
Yep, they are. 3-3-21. The Rovers 5-5-35. It's a 14-point lead here to the Rovers. 18 minutes gone. In this second quarter, we're doing it all thanks to Solar Integrity.
The kick-in's okay too. Sam Murray finds Tommy Boyd, who handballs to Raven Jolliffe. Are we doing Jolliffe stats? Oh, look out, Sammy Murray. He's in trouble. He got through it okay, though. Sammy Murray, what about a left-foot kick like that? He finds the Rhinestone Cowboy. Now you'll go back to Murray. Murray, plenty of dash, plenty of run. Has it at centre wing. Eyes ups his options, sees McCarthy. McCarthy takes a good mark. Big Tommy accidentally bumped into him, knocked him over tee. Back onto Rhinestone, kicks it into half forward. The Bowser flew. He couldn't get it. Coming through hard there was Mark Lou. Couldn't gather the footy. Nice work by Hatton. Got it back now to Cushit. And Cushit's kick is a good one. And it finds Robinson, Panda Bear.
His kick asks a lot of Jordan Ayres, who's running into a big tackle from Stone. Wasn't a great kick there from Will Robinson. Put his teammate under the hammer, and we've got a ball up. Still just 4 to centre here for the Wangaratta Rovers. Pretty much call it true centre wing. So 35 the Rovers, Corowa 21. 19 minutes gone in this second quarter. Jaden Bear with time and space delivers into the pocket over the head of the leaping Mark Lou, who's running into this footy. Matt Wilson picks it up, tries to get around Amory, hands it across goal to Hansen. His kick is a dangerous one, favours Dowsley for the Rovers. Cushett worries him out of it, and we've got a boundary throw in 50 out from the Rovers goal. Monty, boundary side for Albury-Wodonga MG.
Yeah, a few of the boys are coming off here absolutely struggling to breathe, boys. So
a bit of conjecture?
Yeah, a bit of conjecture as usual, but it always happens when Darren's down on the boundary line, doesn't it?
I like the way Darren owned that too.
Sam Murray looks like he's going to pass out.
He's definitely sucking them in, boys. He's done a fair bit of work in this quarter.
Gee, that was good by Tommy Gooden.
Up
Tapped
to the
it
8
beautifully
touches,
to Wilson.
Sam Murray too.
Across down to Barrett, and he looks here for Bradkey. Bradkey, well corralled by Pup Clark. That was fantastic. Got it back one to Wilson. The mattress did a little floater. Just went 15 metres, I reckon. And Caelan Bradkey's got it. So a couple of the cricketers combining there. And here he is, young Geordie Ayres. Good shepherd there by Bradkey. Ayres down the line, and it's a good kick. Finds Robinson. Tempted to play on. Decided otherwise. Kicks it inside forward 50. The lead from Marks. Ball comes to ground. Face to the ball is Wang Rovers. Numbers everywhere. Good work by McCarthy. Got it to Dylan Stone. Got it to Gerish. And he released it back. He's everywhere, the Ibis. He's got it again, Panda.
He does. He gives it back to Gerish, who's a little bit quicker than our man, the Ibis, although he might argue otherwise with that big chase down tackle earlier on in this quarter. The Rovers go down the wing. It's in the hands of Jolliffe. So 35 the Rovers, 21 Corowa. 21 minutes gone in this second quarter.
Jeez, he's been good today, Jolliffe.
Yep. He's been in the best the last 6 games. How about that, Robbie?
He'll be coming hard in their BNF, I reckon, boys.
Yep, him, McQueen, Gerish, McQuaid, all going to be in there, I think. Mark Lou keeps the footy in, sends it inside 50, but it's been chopped off by Ryan Ayres, and his kick's going to come straight back because it's been intercepted by Gerish. Robbie, drinking his Powerade.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, sends it inside 50 again, the Rovers. Well, Ramsey grabbed one, caught one high. Umpire right there says
that's great
play
umpiring.
on.
Absolutely. Let them go.
45 metres out from the Rovers' goal. They lead by 14 points as we tick up towards the 22-minute mark of this second quarter for Solar Integrity.
Big Tommy got the tap straight down the throat of Jack Gerish. Kicks it. A nice kick too. Dangerous situation. 15 out from goal. Big fist from Barrett was good. Cushett, experience, grabbed hold of the footy. Rovers player over the ball, knocked it out the back. Gee, it's tight to the boundary. Good quick kick inside from behind. Spencer flew high, knocked the ball to ground. Now they might get out of trouble. No, they won't. Yes, they will. Here's a go, Rovers. Left foot snap, on goal. Has missed to the near side. And I'm just trying to pick up
Dylan
that
Stone, I think.
No, don't think it was Stoney, the man in the white boots there. It might have been Mark Lou. He's going to come off anyway. It's a point to the Wangaratta Rovers. And it might have been one of the young fellas in there. It was, I think it is Dylan Stone. You're right, Panda. He's changed his boots.
Yeah, it was Dylan.
There you go. Ball back into play, and it's got Jack Shield's name written all over it.
Dan Vaccaro, what do you got for us on the water stat sheet?
Sam Murray, boy, he's had a great quarter. He's had the 8 touches. Jack Gerish as well has also been fantastic. He's had the 7 touches this quarter. For Waters,
Jeez, I'd love to know Jolloff's touches this quarter too. He's had a lot of it.
I'm not taking him, unfortunately. Sorry, boys.
Make it up.
Spencer's kick to Ayres wasn't great. Ayres' kick is a short one. It's been called to play on. Barrett gave it back here to Spencer, and he goes short. Finds Shield. So Coro is still in their own D50. They trail by 15 points. Ayres liked his game today. Kicks it out towards the Murray River side of the ground. Surely Hansen gave away a free kick.
Wow.
Not sure about that. Hansen
They're out
streams
now.
away. They might be out. He kicks it to Sandrell. Marks at half forward. He's going to go inboard. Finds Filipponi. He dropped it but was paid the mark. Filipponi wheels around. That is going to bring rain, that kick. Tommy Goodwin too deep. Crashes the pack. Wilson hand passes it to the running man. Filipponi for goal number 3. He's kicked it. What a finish from Hayden Filipponi. And Corowa-Rutherglen get their 4th goal. A great finish on the run. It was a great hand pass from Cam Wilson, Monty, boundary side for Albury-Wodonga MG.
Yeah, absolutely. The first kick from Hayden wasn't great, was it? It really put Tommy Goodwin on the pump, but he just made sure he got to that contest, brought it to ground, and Cam Wilson, he's a class above, isn't he? He just does it with by foot or by hand, and what a handball to the little cousin. And little Hayden gets a goal. Another one, number 3.
Just a quick one, boys, around the grounds for the plough in Tarrawingi. Wodonga 46 to Murderford's 25 at John Flower Oval. North Albury 26 to Yarrawonga's 36 at Bunton Park. and a really close one at the sports ground, 45. Albury plays Lavington 43 as well. And then the Wangaratta 67-2, Wodonga Raiders 21 at
What
Northmints.
a round we got at the
good
moment,
round
Robbie.
footy. Seen some really good efforts there from a few of the sides. So Ryan Stone, handball to Gaston. He caught him by surprise. Now, out of the middle. Good kick there by Wilson for Wang Rovers. Kicks it, but a good grab taken there by Ryan Ayres. As you said, Panda, you keep saying he is a very impressive operator. Short kick to Cushit. Cushit looks for Sandrell. Sandrell should win this one in front of Cam Ramsey. Ramsey did well. Recovered. Got to McCarthy. Now it goes to Jolliffe. Jolliffe with another kick. Got it back to Carpenter. Carpenter through the middle of the ground. Goes wide. Classic one-on-one here. Ball comes to ground. Rovers have got numbers. Chamberlain came through. Got rid of it. Came to ground. Gerrish spun. Again, back to Ryan Stone. Kicks it inside, half forward. Here comes Marklew. Oh, he might have got one in the chops. Marklew regathered. Eyed up Hebron and nails him with an absolute beauty. Excellent play by the Rovers. Alex Marklew, second effort, third effort was fantastic. Monty, just class from Marklew there.
Yeah, he just showed there his class and the good finish, but how good was Jack Gerrish on the ground? Got through a couple of tackles and spun his way around to get it into inside 50.
So Hebron to kick his third and to take Rovers' lead back out to 15 points after the half-time siren, and he does just that. So Ryan Hebron gets 3. Rovers go back out to a 15-point lead. Good game of footy. Clouds are moving in a bit, Panda.
They
and anything could happen here, but at the moment, the Rovers hold sway by 15 points.
6-6-42. The Wangaratta Rovers over the Corowa-Rutherglen 4-3-27. So that quarter went 8 minutes. And we've got a good game of footy, as Robbie McKinlay said. Halftime show for Supreme Skylights. On the other side of this, you're listening to O&M Live on 1566 3E. And on O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
Cave is hiring, and we want you on our team. Flexibility, professional development, generous remuneration, and a staff wellbeing program are just a few of the great benefits we offer. If you have a passion for your skill or qualification and you're looking for real work-life balance, then GoTAFE is the place for you.
GoTAFE is leading,
Inspiring.
hands-on,
Flexible. Fabulous.
We have dozens of trainer positions and corporate roles open right now. Get in touch today.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
Recognise this face? I've been in more beer ads than anyone else, and all I'm told to do is smile, sip, and laugh a bit. 0.0% alcohol? This changes everything.
I can swim! I can upgrade heavy machinery! I can actually drive! Onward, beer drinkers!
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
Did someone say KFC?
I don't care.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
At 2AY, we're your home of news, talk, sport, and music.
We're community focused, passionate about our region and what makes it great.
We bring you the very latest news that matters, from breaking stories in your backyard to headlines and hot topics from around the country and around the world.
And on weekends, we live and breathe local sport and bring you exclusive live coverage.
1494 2AY. We're your local.
But there's only a couple of kicks in it, which makes it really interesting. Rovers have been really good. The inside 50 count is crazy. So 34 inside 50s to Corowa's 14 that half. So complete territory dominance by Rovers, but they haven't made the most of their opportunities, I'd say. And Corowa, I guess, have. From their little inside 50s, they've kicked a handful of goals and have given them a chance in the second half.
Yeah, it's one of those things we look at and think, if you didn't look at the scoreboard and just watch the game, you'd probably think it'd be a 6-7 goal
Easily.
lead.
Yeah.
Just the way Rovers have probably dominated the territory battle.
Yep.
But Corowa just find a way to score goals when they get an inside 50, don't they?
Yeah, they are.
They don't need a lot of entries to hit the scoreboard.
No, you're spot on. They're extremely potent going inside forward 50. They don't waste any opportunities going in. As you said, they're 14 and they've scored how many goals from their inside 50?
Yeah,
so they scored 4 goals.
Yep.
So they're going at a decent hit rate. It's just about, I think you said it earlier in the quarter, it's just about who they're going to have the footy outside that 50 and who's going in and how good a quality their entries are. But so far, so good for Corowa. Hopefully they can wheel back a little bit of the territory battle next half and it'll make for a great second half.
Yeah, that midfield group of the Wangaratta Rovers at the moment is probably what's really getting them on top and giving them that ascendancy.
He's just coughing up a furball, old Monty. But, yeah, the midfield battle for Rovers have been complete dominance. You're talking about Brodie Filo, who's probably had his best half of football I've seen this year almost. He's had the 15 touches, but he's just been absolutely fantastic. He's winning everything. And I think the thing about him today is his kicks are just so... The penetration on his kicks and the dangerous how kicks he's he's just been fantastic. Sam Murray also been really good with the 12 touches as well. His kicking's been fantastic.
And Toby Murray's given him first use through the middle, isn't he? He's jumping all over.
He's something special.
He is, isn't
Toby
he?
Murray.
He's over 200 centimetres already, so he could be anything.
He moves almost like a midfielder in moments, doesn't he? He's got that quick turn of pace. You saw him chase down Damien Wilson too earlier that quarter. Yeah, he looks the goods.
Yeah,
Toby
he's got
Murray.
a good tank
I'm a big
too,
fan.
so he can keep going. We just have a look at the goal kicker. So we've got Ryan Hebron. What an inclusion he's been for Wangaratta Rovers today. He's kicked 3, 2 of them after the sirens. Sorry, obviously Dowsley was that one, but yeah, he's kicked 3, been really good. Dowsley's kicked 1 on debut.
He kicked an unbelievable goal. I don't know how he kicked it.
In that second quarter, it was unreal. He was next to the point post, wasn't he? I don't know how it went through, but Alex Dowsley's got 1. Alex Marklew with the 1. Ryan Stone also with 1. While for Corowa, Hayden Filipponi's got 3. He's looked really dangerous, hasn't he? When the ball's got in his hands, inside 50, he looks like scoring every time, and he's been dangerous. And the other goal kicker was, of course, Jared Lane in that quarter. If you have a look at it, only 2 goals apiece that quarter, but I think the Rovers will be thinking we probably should have kicked a lot more. As you're saying, the inside 50s, if we have a look at that, what a stat sheet there, the inside 50s is probably where it really shows. They probably should be a little bit further in front.
Well, 14 to 34, so a difference
massive,
of 14 inside 50s is huge in a half of footy. But it's a little bit like, and I think Robbie touched on it earlier, it's a little bit like that game in the AFL a couple of weeks ago with Melbourne and Collingwood. So Collingwood just sort of hung in there and probably didn't dominate that game. But Corowa are going to get their chance next half.
Yep.
So Corowa are going to have that opportunity to come back and pile on a few goals. And if it happens, massive trouble for Rovers.
Yeah, and if another quarter happens like that, where they maybe both kick 2 apiece, it's still only 15 points three-quarter time, Corowa will have a heap of confidence in them, won't they?
Yep, they will, especially in their home deck. And they've been in that scenario how many times this year? Probably a great handful of times. And haven't always been on the best end of it. But, it's going to be good for Corowa. If they can hang in there, we've got a massive game on our hands.
And some of the individual player stats on that Water stat sheet there, Dan?
Yeah, so Cam Wilson was actually quite that half. He only had the 9 touches that half. Damien Wilson, I think, has been really good. He's had the 13 touches. Jared Lane's had the 8 touches, kicked a goal as well. Cam Barrett been quiet with the 4 touches. And Joe Hansen, the skipper's had the 5, so he's been quiet as well. And then Rovers, I touched on a few of them already, but Brody Filo's had the 15 touches. He probably would have had 4 clearances as well. Sam Murray, he has been fantastic. He's had the 12 touches. Dylan Stone with the 9 touches. Sammy Carpenter's been pretty good with 8 touches. And Jack Gerish had 7 that quarter, and he's had 9 for the game, but I thought he was fantastic that quarter as well.
And we just had the buzzer go out the back here at John Ford Oval, which was full-time in the netball, which saw Corowa 58 run away from Wangaratta Rovers 36. And, of course, that netball update's thanks to Yarrawonga News and Gifts. And I think, Dan, you might have a few more of the netball updates for us for Yarrawonga News and Gifts.
Sure, Monty. So... we've got at the Martin Park earlier today, that game is finished, so 46-58. Murderford coming out winners. And then at the Albury Sports Ground, Albury Tigers 29 to Lavington 36. North Albury 30 to Yarrawonga 56. Wangaratta Magpies beating Wodonga Raiders 60-34 at Norm Mins.
And around the grounds for the Tarrawinji Plough-In.
Plough-In Tarrawinji. I'm just pulling that up now. So Wangaratta 67 to Wodonga Raiders 21 at Norm Mins Oval. Button Park, North Albury 26 plays Yarrawonga Pigeons 38. And then at John Flower Oval, Wodonga continuing their good form 46 to Murderford Saints 25. At the Albury Sports Ground, very close contest at halftime here. Albury Tigers 45 to Lavington at 43. And then here we've got 27 to 42 at the John Ford.
And we've got a couple of very close games in the AFL. We've got in the third quarter, the Western Bulldogs 25 lead the GWS Giants 27, or as they're now called, that orange team.
Oh.
And another great game as we just see my boys hit the lead over in Adelaide by 6 points, so 55 to 49 in the second quarter there. So a couple of really close ones. I like to see that in the AFL. That orange team, isn't that? Caused a bit of stir.
That orange team.
Yeah, we won't go any further on that. I don't think.
I don't think we should touch on that any longer.
You're listening to the halftime show. Thanks to Supreme Skylights. Supreme Skylights are your Velux dealers and installers offering the entire product range. Visit their showroom at 109 Murphy Street, Wangaratta, or get the photo gallery at supremeskylights.com.au. Righto, Dan. Second half footy. What are we going to see? Well, I think the Rovers will continue the way they're going. They don't need to change a lot. What can Corowa do to try and claw their way back into this game?
Look, it's pretty simple. They've got to get on top of the middle. They've got to start winning the footy out of the midfield. As I said, them going forward isn't that big of an issue. They're actually quite potent. They're actually use the ball really well going forward. They've just got to get their hands on the midfield. They've got to somehow corral Brody Filo's impact. 15 touches that quarter, but it's not the touches, it's the impact that he's having. He's kicking the ball 50, 40 metres, and he's hitting chest every single time, so they've got to really somehow stop him. I don't know if you put someone on him. We mentioned sort of maybe a shield or someone that can go to Filo and corral his influence a little bit.
Does Damien Wilson need to go, right, I'll put my hand up and I don't care if I don't get another touch, but Brody Filo's not getting one. Is that?
Yeah, maybe it's a little bit of that, but then Corowa are sort of weighing up their option is that's another rotation less they have in the midfield to win the footy. So it's going to be it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. But yeah, Corowa need to win the midfield battle. As simple as that sounds, that's exactly what needs to happen, because going forward they don't have any issues when they go forward. They've just got to get it forward more often.
We'll just break your train of thought there, Dan. We just got a quarter time score out in the Hume League. Brock Burham 5-2-32 leading Osborne, who would have picked that 3-1-19, 13 points at quarter time. So that's unbelievable. Coach Peter Cook kicking 3 goals in the first quarter. So that's a massive one, really. Who would have seen that one coming? I think the injury to Jake Wood's probably thrown a few spanners in the works for Peter German. Obviously, Cade Cushett started the game forward, but he's had to roll back now and play that key
he
spot.
Sort of struggled that first half, so he's had a couple of forgetful moments, Cushett, so he's got to really come to life this half as well.
It's going to be very interesting what Germo does with him, whether he keeps him back or whether he sends him forward, because I just feel they're getting a little bit too high. and they need to make sure that they get that one forward, so they've got someone to kick it to at least, because at the moment they go to roll forward and they just got no one to kick it to.
Yep.
So anyway, that might do us on the halftime show, thanks to Supreme Skylights, and we'll be right back with the third quarter action. You're listening to O&M Live, and on O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
Rotate is hiring, and we want you on our team. Flexibility, professional development, generous remuneration, and a staff wellbeing program are just a few of the great benefits we offer. If you have a passion for your skill or qualification and you're looking for real work-life balance, then GoTAFE is the place for you.
GoTAFE is leading,
Inspiring.
hands-on.
Flexible. Fabulous.
We have dozens of trainer positions and corporate roles open right now. Get in touch today.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket served with chips, salad, and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
Recognise this face? I've been in more beer ads than anyone else, and all I'm told to do is smile, sip, and laugh a bit. 0.0% alcohol? This changes everything.
I can swim! I can upgrade heavy machinery! I can actually drive! Onward, beer drinkers!
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
Did someone say KFC?
I don't care!
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
At 2AY, we're your home of news, talk, sport and music.
We're community focused, passionate about our region and what makes it great.
We bring you the very latest news that matters, from breaking stories in your backyard to headlines and hot topics from around the country and around the world.
And on weekends, we live and breathe local sport and bring you exclusive live coverage.
1494 2AY. We're your local.
1566 3NE.
Seems to be a bit of a common theme in the SSNA Ovens and Murray this year, Dan Vaccaro, where one side runs out super early They're ready to go. And the other side isn't even out on the ground. That's the situation we have here at John Ford Oval between the Wangaratta Rovers taking on Corowa-Rutherglen at the moment. The Wangaratta Rovers 42. Corowa-Rutherglen 27, so holding a 15-point lead over Corowa-Rutherglen. And really, it reminds me so much of the AFL game I said before, the halftime show between Melbourne and Collingwood.
We mentioned it earlier too.
A couple of weeks ago, boys, where all the play is with the Wangaratta Rovers, and they probably should be 5, 6, maybe even 7 goals in front. But Corowa-Rutherglen are just hanging in there, and if they can kick the first couple of goals of this third quarter, it is going to really break open.
You're absolutely right, Panda, and we also mentioned, similar to Collingwood as well, that Corowa have been in that scenario so many times this year, close finishes. So if it's going to be inside a goal come the last quarter, it's going to be really interesting to see what Corowa can do.
So Corowa-Rutherglen have run out onto the ground, and you know what they've done? Gone straight into their positions. No mucking around, no huddles, nothing. I don't mind it, Robbie.
Don't mind it. Yeah, a little bit of hurry up. But what else are you going to do?
I'd love to cross down to Monty on the boundary, but he's still in our box. So he's just getting his
and by the look at that weather forecast,
on.
we might see a bit more of Monty in the box. But
I think Krezza was standing in his way, so Monty didn't want to go down there and cross paths.
I gave him a little high five at half time, boys. It's all good.
We got Wally Pasquale down there.
Wally Pasquale giving Panda the bird, I think.
I think he was.
Have a look at that.
The Shackers, the old Shackers. We absolutely love it. So the umpire holds the footy up. The Rovers 6-6-42 over Corowa-Rutherglen 4-3-27. Third quarter action for STY medals.
Yeah, underway, Panda Bear. We're going to have a secondary throw up by the man in the funny coloured green socks, Glenn Peachy, former Aquinas College student.
Went to school with Robbie.
You did.
In the 30s.
Yeah.
And we found out he did 6 years, but only went to year 10.
He did. And that was a bit of a battle in the end too. Goodwin's tap was okay. Look at little Murray, or big Murray, but young Murray. Got it towards Wilson. Real stalemate here at the moment. Now they break clear. Wilson, Cam, got it to Panag. Panag now got it to Jordan Ayres. Kicks it to half forward. He's just overcooked it. Sam Murray read it superbly. His left foot kicks okay too. He finds Dylan Stone, far side of the ground, Panda, and he'll bring it back towards the half forward line.
So rain just falling ever so slightly here at the John Ford Oval. Robinson intercepts for the Roos, not able to pick up the footy, so already a little bit greasy at ground level. We've got a whistle. Well, it was casual there from Robinson. Probably thought he had more time, but you don't have time in this SSNA Ovens and Murray competition. Now, Garish, or was it Ramsey, didn't quite hand the ball back there to Sandrell, who's won a free kick. Slipped. You can say that in these conditions now. So Sandrell went with a short one to Robinson, wants to bite off the 45 and kicked it into the man in the mark, which was Dylan Stone. Robinson went back and tried to avenge. Ramsey gets on the left foot, kicks the Rovers inside 50. Shallow entry, and Shield takes a nice intercept mark. I've liked his game today, Robbie.
Yeah.
He's been good in defence. A minute and a half gone in this third quarter. Still no score.
Yeah, Panag got a nice handball to Jordan Ayres, and then got it to Joey Hanson. Kicks the centre when you got numbers here. Falls okay. Oh, that's a high.
It's already a whistle.
Already a whistle.
Yeah, to Bear.
Okay, well,
against Bear, sorry.
You might as well make him earn it. So Saunders has it. He spots up a target, and he has found Barrett, who slides a handball to Lane. Lane from a long way out kicks it to the advantage of Bradkey. Ball came again. Tommy Goodwin's there. Jeez, he's cleaned that pack up. Big Tommy, palm one off. Handball it back to Bradkey. A little bit of a 1-2 there with Filipponi. Might have been a high tackle. Play on was a call. Nolan was involved. It's going to be shut down, and it has indeed. So just 15 metres out from the Corowa-Rutherglen goal. And it is still a 15-point lead to Wangaratta Rovers. Here's Panda, O&M Live, John Ford Oval.
Yeah, for the Old Town and Country Tavern, 2 minutes gone. So still very early on in this third quarter. Filipponi has snapped 3 goals for Corowa-Rutherglen. Hebron's got 3 up the other end for the Rovers, and we've got a ball up 10, 15 metres out. Top of the goal square for Corowa-Rutherglen. The Rovers bench right next to us here at the John Ford Oval. Very, very vocal. The Ibis Murray flying high. Made big Tommy Goodwin earn it. Oh, Chamberlain grabbed one high, surely. Wilson snapped a goal here for Corowa, but it's going to come back to Chamberlain, who put his head over the pill. Liked his game today, only second game for the Wangaratta Rovers, and he's got a free kick 15 metres out from his own defensive line. So 3 minutes gone, still no score in this third quarter, all thanks to the Old Town and Country Tavern.
Yeah, Ryan Stone plays on. Handballs wide to Sam Murray. What's his stats now? He's kicks to his brother Toby, please, Dan.
Just had his 14th then, Robbie.
Righto,
what a
fair
stat
enough.
sheet.
So now Murray Jr. comes in board. Finds Philo. Now they release to Sam Murray, who's got to work hard on
hands.
clever handball inside to Jolliffe. Might have been a bit adventurous trying to take a bounce in the midfield. It slipped, it slided. Saunders was okay, got a kick to Robinson. They got numbers back here, the Rovers. Robinson's kick, too far it went. Philo's there to mop up. Zig left, zagged right, and kicked it across the ground. The Ibis Murray picked it up off the half volley magnificently. Handball inside to Dylan Wilson. Wilson kicks it long, inside forward 50. Big pack, comes to ground. Who's there? Here's a chance for Bear. Bear in there, Bear in the square. Here comes Jaden Bear, kick off the ground, stays in. Panag for Corowa-Rutherglen, stayed over the footy. Inside handball to Shilga's good. Fist by Hatton was magnificent to Saunders.
Oh.
He got one high. He had his head pulled off, Panda.
Yeah.
And now she's on for young and old.
And Hatton's gone, you know what, Elijah Amory, I'm going to pull your jumper right off. And that's what he's done. A big scrap, Jared Hatton on the bottom of the packet. We love it. Bottom of the... Well, the kick wasn't a great one. Gaston intercepts here for the Wangaratta Rovers at half forward. Plays on straight away. Big Gaston.
Hebron.
Flying high. Hebron at the back. And Ayres just goes bang. I'm clearing the zone and punches it over the boundary line. A bit of feistiness in this one here in this third quarter. I like it. Still no goal. A 15-point lead to the Rovers. 42 over 27. Corowa-Rutherglen.
Boys, Ryan Ayres got up 4 or 5 times now.
Yeah.
Got that golden fist in, hasn't he? So it's been great. Just cut that inside 50 off.
Yeah, we might send that into the bounce. Bit of that work from Ayres. Here's Panag. He's been okay today. Handball was good to Damien Wilson. Off to Cameron Wilson. Clever handball now to the veteran, Cade Cushett. Kick towards centre wing, towards Bradkey. Might have been held without the footy. Play on was a call. Garish, can he get off the leash? No, he can't. He's going to give a handball backwards. He does that. And it might be Pup Clark. I'm sure he's doing that far up the ground. Anyway, handball release. Kicking in to the forward line now. Ball over the back. A little bit of indecision there. In the end, it was McCarthy. Handball by Hatton. Intercepted by Cushett. Got it to Panag. He's in trouble. And he says, give it to me. Not a bad call there from umpire Jason Rain. 15 points, Wangaratta Rovers lead by. Had no score, Panda, in this quarter.
Yeah, we played 5 minutes. Wilson getting busy. Hand pass it to his brother Damien. And Lane just clears the zone at half back here for Corowa-Rutherglen. We've got a whistle and a free kick here on true centre wing. And it's going the way of Wangaratta Rovers.
No, he's pointed the wrong way, boys. He's
okay,
pointed the wrong way.
He has. And Carpenter didn't really hand the ball back.
No.
So lucky not to give away a 50.
It's nearly this guy's bedtime, so that's probably why.
Caelan Bradkey. That was not fair there, Mont. Caelan Bradkey's kick, not a great one. Intercepted by Tommy Boyd at half-back for the Wangaratta Rovers. So game in a holding pattern here at the minute. It's threatening. 6-6-42 the Rovers. Corowa-Rutherglen 4-3-27. Still no score in this third quarter. We're doing it all thanks to STY Metals.
Yeah, Sam Murray gave it to Dylan Stone, who gave it back to Sam Murray. And Murray's kick is a beauty. Big Gatto. Could not believe his luck. Kicks it long, deep now, from behind. Hatton, good fist. Brought the ball to ground in front of Hebron. Hebron applied the tackle. Support from Ryan Stone. And Panda, it'll be thrown up. It's not quite inside forward 50 yet for the Rovers. They still lead by 15 points. 6.5 minutes gone. Third quarter action for STY Metals.
So ball up, 55 metres around from the Rovers' goal. Goodwin was unlucky not to get a free kick here. And, well, we've got a whistle here for holding the ball. And I couldn't even tell you who's winning the free kick.
It's a Rovers lad.
Well, yeah, it is a Rovers lad. And it's going to go the way of Alex McCarthy. Not sure about that one. McCarthy plays on 55 metres out in the direction there of Dowsley on debut. Amory applies a strong tackle. And we've got a ball up 30 metres directly in front of the Rovers' goal. Still no score in this third quarter. 15-point lead of the Wangaratta Rovers on the F45 and Wangaratta scoreboard.
Yeah, good chance here for the Rovers. Can they nail the first goal of the quarter? McCarthy, head over the ball. Good tackle by Bailey Panag. He's been okay today, Mont. Young Bailey, I reckon. He's battled hard there at half-back.
Yeah, he has. He just does what he needs to do. He doesn't do anything flashy. He just knows his limitations like Bale, so he's not he's a handy player.
Played every game.
Yeah. Jared Lane, clever. Decides he'll kick to the boundary. And if that was in Melbourne, they would call it deliberate. But here in the bush, they say throw it in. Dan Vaccaro for Waters Electrical. What do you got for me?
Yeah, Robbie, just going under 8 minutes now, but Sam Murray's up to the 5 touches as he started hot this quarter on the Waters stat sheet. Damo Wilson with 3 and Jared Lane with 3 as well.
He's using the ball brilliantly in this third quarter as well, Sam Murray. A couple of piercing drop punts, and that was a big fist from Tommy Goodwin, and it lands in the lap of that man, Murray. Got it back in a 1-2 with Garish, and he's going to kick down the line, play the percentages. Amory marks it here for the Rovers, plays on straight away, wheeled around in an arc, and it gave Damien Wilson a chance to smother. Great pressure here by Corowa-Rutherglen. Gerish goes in and cracks in for the Rovers. Worries lane out of it. No whistle from the umpire. Gerish, as he was slung tackled, got a kick away to Marklew. Fortuitously goes in ball with a beautiful kick. Coming out and meeting it is Hebron, and he marks 40 metres out directly in front, Monty. Who's too busy chatting down there to Stevie Brown, our man down there.
Well done to Jack Gerish there, mate, didn't he? Everyone else thought the ball was dead, but he just kept persisting, and he got what you'd call a chaos kick these days, Panda.
Yep.
It only went 15 and 20 metres, but effective.
So Ryan Hebron, who's kicked 3, the GWS VFL player, has hooked this one directly in front, and it's across the face of goal. So we've gone 9 minutes, and we finally got our first score in this third quarter. The Rovers 6-7-43, Corowa 4-3-27. That's on the F45 Wangaratta scoreboard.
Down boundary side for Albany MG. What's that weather looking like over the back there, mate?
It's spitting at the moment, Robbie. It's not coming down too bad, so it shouldn't be affecting the players too much, but I do have a look at the radar, and it is coming.
Our concern is for you, young man. Don't worry
I've
about
got a nice
that.
little tent here. The Corowa boys looked after me.
Barrett punted a hurried old kick into half forward. Joey Hansen might be a chance. Jolliffe, he's close to best on ground for mine today. Eventually got the ball out. Nice work here by Ollie Struve. Couldn't pick it up in the end. Philo with class. Poof. You can hear that kick, Panda. Poof, it goes. Marking chance there. He kept it. Well done, young Elijah Amory. He gives a contest. He couldn't win it, so he got it out over the boundary line, Panda. Right on centre wing. We have gone 10 minutes for STY medals in this quarter, and it's still a 16-point lead to the Wangaratta Rovers.
And still no goal. So the last goal was Ryan Hebron on half-time, the 28th minute mark.
Big Tommy's got the sun in his eyes. Look at him.
He does. He can't see. Gets the tap down, though. Straight
Look
to
at
his
him.
mate
Have a
Damien
look at
Wilson.
him.
He's burrowing again, Big Tommy. That was a big WWE wrestle move from Philo on Goodwin, and he's having a chuckle, Big Tommy. He loves it.
He threw himself back there. I don't think Brody actually tackled him.
Yeah, you're right. So, ball up again. Goodwin and Gaston going at it, and Marklew streaming through with pace. Sends a left foot kick in the direction of Hebron. He's dangerous in these positions. Pernag went in and done bloody well for Corowa. Won the footy. Hand passed it clear there to Wilson. We got a free kick. Gerish has been held at half forward. Goes in towards Hebron, and a great mark there by Ryan Hebron. Even better vision by Jack Gerish, boundary side. Monty for Auburn Ongar MG.
Yeah, doesn't Ryan Hebron just change the look of this side, boys? Just that key forward that can hit the scoreboard, and he looks very dangerous and gets Alex Marklew up the ground too, as we saw. He just got that clearance as well, so it really helps him in the two ways there.
Jackie Gerish has been involved here, hasn't he?
Yep.
Just little things he's doing.
Ball use in the last 6 weeks has gone to a complete another level, and his footy has as well. So Hebron for goal number 4. He'll take a pot shot from further out than where he was about 5 minutes ago, and that is a absolute mongrel.
He prefers to kick the hard one, boys.
You're
Just
right.
put him next to the point post, he'll be right. But yeah, those ones straight in front, no good.
Did not even register a score, so he's taken 2 shots from 50 out directly in front and only scored the one behind. It's still a 16-point lead here to the Rovers in this third quarter.
Good grab over the top. The kick was a beauty from Hatton, and Robinson flew high, took a good grab. His kick's okay if it stays in, but it doesn't. It's just those little things that kill you, Panda.
Yep.
Just need to be a little bit more to the right. Joey Hansen's off to the races.
He played on too quick. That was his problem, Robinson. He wasn't set with his kick.
And the drop punt wasn't as efficient as it needed to be. But you get that. It's a little bit slippery out there. It's true centre wing, clubroom side of the ground. Rovers lead it by 16. Jared Lane got a handball. Intercepted there by Jolliffe. Knocked it to Philo. Got it to Dylan Wilson. High up and under. Here's a contest. Gutsy mark by Barrett for the Roos. He pumps it to half forward. He's looking for Joey Hansen. Here comes Bradkey. Bradkey worked well. Got through a bit of traffic. Off the left foot. High up and under. There's no one at home, I don't think, Panda. The Rovers should get out of trouble here.
I don't think Tommy Boyd wanted to grab possession of that ball because Tommy Goodwin was hot on his hammer.
Because he's a smart man, Panda. He's a very smart man.
He's going to eat him.
I think Tommy Goodwin was lining him up for breakfast. It's got to be a free kick here, and it's going to go the way of Will Robinson against Dylan Wilson. Robinson plays on dangerously, finds Cam Wilson. He's too far out to score, and Barrett is marked all on his own, 45 metres out on a 45-degree angle, and a chance here to bring the margin back to 10 points. Poor checking down there by the Rovers defenders, Monty.
Yeah, it was a little bit, and I reckon the banter on the man on the mark, they're best mates, these two from Bell Reynolds, so there could be a little bit of stuff coming out here that'll be quite funny if you're close enough.
Like the old Voss brothers back in the day. What was that called?
Yeah, that's right.
That was one of the
best, wasn't it, or something like
It was one of the best. So there are... Raven Jolliffe is smirking on the mark. So Cam Barrett is a beautiful kick from 50 metres out, and it's across the face. So it's gone through for a point. Corowa 4-4-28. That's their first score of this third quarter. The Rovers have kicked a point themselves, so 2 points, no goals. 13 minutes gone in this third quarter, and it's a 15-point lead to the Rovers. Can't do much more than that, Big Mac.
I reckon they might have a schooner on that bet because just the way it panned out. Carpenter got the kick in, and he kicked it to centre wing. Jack overran it. He was full of zest, Jack, and he just wasn't able to run in. Now, Dan Vaccaro, for Waters stats, what do you got there for us, mate?
Sam Murray, boys, had a really good quarter. He's had the 9 touches on the Waters stat sheet as well. And then we're going to quickly go for the around the grounds for the plough in Tarawinji.
Way you go,
so
brother.
the Norm Mins Oval 93-29 in favour of Wang over the Raiders. North Albury 34 plays Yarrawonga's 63. Wodonga 46 to Murderford's 26. Aubrey 52 to Lavington 57.
Wow. Beauty there at the sports
Tight,
round.
boys, very tight.
That if those a live ladder would look good at the
Yeah,
moment.
We can
brilliant.
also do around the netball updates for Yarrawonga using gifts as well. So Corowa-Rutherglen 58 to Rovers 36, Albury Tigers 29 to 36, and North Albury 30 to 56. Yarrawonga are winning that game as well.
Yeah, the Pigeons looking good there. Okay, so handball goes back the way of Shag and Nolan. Little left foot chipper.
kick.
He's found Jack. Oh, must have been touched. Jack, he got out of trouble. Jack eventually got a handball to Philo, was good. Left foot kick, Cade Cushett, Mr. Experience. You can't duck down to the IG and buy it, Panda. You got to earn it, and Cushett's done that. Got to grab it half-back.
He's brilliant to watch, Cade. He plays on here, stabs at this one. Robinson led at the footy, left it behind. Jack Gerrish just put it on his left boot. Ball's at half forward here for the Rovers, and we've got a whistle, and it's a free kick, I think, against Dylan Stone.
Just a bit of a hold there, Panda.
Just grabbed at his jumper. Damien Wilson looks him board, finds Barrett. Damo Wilson's numbers, please, Dan Vaccaro.
He has had the 16 touches, boys.
Well,
make it
17, but it was intercepted brilliantly in the middle of the ground by Mark Lowe. Stone gives it back to Wilson. The Rovers intercept. Wilson on the left foot. Goes out really wide to Gerrish, and the Rovers can launch, Robbie.
He does, and just when Jack gets it, you just never know what the launch is going to be. He plays on, thumps it long, over the back, on his own. How about that? How about that? You just never know your luck in a big city sometimes, do you, Panda? And the mark has been taken for Wangaratta Rovers right in front, and it is the Bowser.
Dowsley.
So
he's already kicked one.
Another nickname apparently is Lego Head.
Lego Head. Why?
Yep.
Well,
I got no idea.
Probably self-explanatory.
Just quietly, he's got mirrors covered already, boys, after this one.
Yeah,
I think
kicking
he
goals. So here he is. So Mirrors, his tutor, his mentor in life. That's a worry. Be watching this one, probably from the Warrandyte Hotel. In comes Bowser. Shot on goal. You betcha! Bowser has 2. Well done, Alex Dowsley. Gets his second goal on debut. And it's a very handy one for the Wangaratta Rovers, boys. In fact, it is the first goal of the third quarter. And we just wait the advertising to be removed. It's a 21-point lead now to Wangaratta Rovers. 7-7-49. Corowa 4-4-28. 17 minutes gone on F45 Wangaratta scoreboard.
So a great finish there by Dowsley, who looks a pretty good player down there, Monty. He's got the good jukes. He read the pill brilliantly.
He does. I reckon he should have played a bit earlier on. They need that key forward, don't they? So it's good to see, and he's kicked a couple now. So Darren will be very happy with his decision to play him this week.
So a good goal there for the Rovers. Just gives them another slight advantage, 21-point lead. A good break here in this third quarter. So it took 17 minutes for us to get our first goal. Free kick, play on advantage to Dylan Wilson. He doesn't muck around. Kicks it in direction of Marklew, who takes it on the chest. Very tight against the boundary. 50 metres out. Right in front of the old scoreboard.
Where's
here
the
at
Bowser?
Corowa. Where is he? Where is the Bowser? He's going to launch. Oh, wow. Who was that? Was it Murray who flew high? The big Ibis got up high. Still coming down. Hebron, he was grabbed without it. Good one-hand pick up there by the Bowser Dowsley. Hand passed it to a teammate. Sandrill's put his head over the footy. Oh, dangerous there. Stone wrapped him
Panda.
up, and we got a ball up 35 around for the Rovers goal, Robbie.
If Monty's not in enough strife with his boss, is he suggesting that he should have played Dowsley a bit earlier?
Yeah, exactly what he's doing.
They lost the last two there, Robbie. Coming into the key forward in those games.
Good shout, Mont. I'm right behind you, mate.
I'm already in it. I'll just keep digging myself deeper. I don't care.
you're
Listen
already-
back
you're
this
already down
dude.
that
I'll
well.
push you out further in front, Mott, and I'll
Yeah.
run away. Don't worry about that.
I'll trust the Hall of Famer, Swans legend, Hall of Famer. Surely knows what he's doing, Darren. Here we go. The Ibis. Jeez, he's up and about. Well read by Hanson. Kicks it. Here's Jack. He's just up and about. Oh, he got one high. Surely. Play on to call. Well, there you go. Yes, I agree with you. Whatever you said, that is pretty close to the mark. Tommy Boyd should mop out up at half back. He does. Gave up a little bit of ground. Nice little 1-2 involved there. Boyd now again. So some hectic action on half back there. Pumped away there. Might have been Clark in the end towards centre wing. Ball out of bounds. It'll be thrown in. 19 minutes gone. Third term action. 49-28. Rovers lead Corowa-Rutherglen. That's on the Macca's time clock.
Dan Vaccaro on the water stat sheet.
Massive difference in the inside 50 again this quarter, boys. So Corowa just had the 4 inside 50s. Rovers have had 10, so 6 more inside 50s. And that's been on the dominant display of Brodie Philo, who's had the 5 touches this quarter, and Sam Murray with the 9 touches.
So what's the overall differential for the game then,
I'll
Dan?
get that to you in 1 second, Panda.
No worries. As Corowa break away here from the stoppage on true centre wing. Marks left the footy behind. And it's cleaned up here by the Rovers, and Ramsey hand pass it to Gaston. The ball just trickled around on his noggin. Gives it back to Ramsey. Kicks it inside forward 50. Coming out and meeting it there was Dowsley, but it's too close to the boundary line and trickles over. So a 21-point lead here to the Rovers. The only goal to young Alex Dowsley in this third quarter. 49 plays, 28, 20 minutes gone on the Macca's time clock.
So that inside 50 count for the game is 18 to Corowa and 45 to Rovers.
27 differential, Robbie.
Massive differential, Panda. Here's Mark Lou. He had a swing and a miss. Did Elmer Thud. And umpire Peachy just right on the spot there, showing his experience. Just says, I'll ball it up, boys. Give it to me, says Peach.
Doesn't want to do too much running around.
Up she goes. Gaston won it. Gathered, missed, swung. Here's a chance here. Mark Lou will apply the tackle on Ayres. Involved there is Ryan Stone as well. Umpire Peachy, though, he says, give it here, give it here.
Oh, he's very fortunate.
Give it here,
there.
and he says, I'll throw it up, Panda. So he's just got full control of the game here, Glenn Peachy.
Right in front of the scoreboard here at Corowa-Rutherglen, Murray River side of the ground. Hanson went in and won it, able to evade a tackle. Gaston's kick was smothered. It was goal bound. Panag picks it up and he's straight away tackled. Able to get it free. Robinson hand pass it over to Barrett. Deep in his own D50. He's kicked. Does it stay in? It
I don't think so.
doesn't.
I don't
It
think
does.
so.
No, well, the umpire didn't pay it. It was marked by Saunders, who gave it back to Barrett. He's on the half-back flank, far side of the ground. Corowa need the next. They trail by 21 points, and we've gone 21 minutes in this third quarter on the Macca's time clock.
That's his 6th touch, Barrett, for the quarter 2, boys.
It's a good thumping kick too, but well fisted away by Samuel Murray, who arrived at the ground today with the new girl.
He
and
did.
They had the deck chairs out, and
We thought
It's
he was
love, I've heard.
going to be
getting around.
a
It's
late
getting
out.
around, Robbie. It's love.
love.
Definitely love.
It looked at the way they looked at each other. And it's beautiful.
Hey, Monty, Cody Shutt's got the tracksuit on, mate, and doesn't look like he is going to be back out on that ground as well, down there on the
he's
boundary.
done, boys. So I'm trying to chase up what he's actually done there.
Righto, well, Cam Wilson pumps it inside forward 50. Tommy Boyd's fist was magnificent. Here's a go for Marks. Nolan, though, the other number 7 in the game, did well. They're going to get out of trouble here, the Rovers. Back to Tommy Boyd. Comes across the ground, finds Sammy Murray. He decides he'll go back down the river side of the ground, and it is a good grab taken out there at half-back by Raven Jolliffe. And the Rovers, they'll defend it from half-back. Panda, they lead it by 21 points. We've gone 22 minutes and 22 seconds in the third term.
Gaston goes up and meets the footy on true centre wing. Gives it to the running man and Stone. He's taken one bounce. The second bounce didn't come back to him, but he has enough time to take a third and kicks a long one in towards Hebron. Was he held out the back?
Bowser.
Umpire said no. Mark Lou, he's tackled straight away by Ayres. And we've got a ball up 15 metres around
Boys.
from the Rovers' goal.
Dylan Stone had Brodie Philo running alongside him there. Would have had a shot from about 40 out if he had given it. So probably just needed to give it and let him go.
So, good situation here for the Rovers. Mark Lou won the tap. Big Tommy's working hard in there. He rolls it over and he rolls it out. Look at him. He's in trouble here, Tom. No, he got it out eventually.
Good
so
hands.
nice work. Cal Spencer was good. Kick towards Carpenter. Good grab. Marks in front of Robinson. He weighs up his options. He's 65 out from goal. Broadcast side of the ground. Carpenter showed a bit of candy to Robinson. Goes to the top of the square. Sits 20 out. Big pack go. Ball comes to ground. Numbers of the footy here. Might favour the Rovers there. Coming through hard was McCarthy. Charging through. Couldn't get hold of the footy. Down he went. Here's a go. Mark Luke couldn't control the footy. Jesus, the players over the ball. Got a quick kick. Hanson's tackled. And that might cause an end to it.
Fantastic
Panda.
work by Corowa there, boys.
Great defensive work. Anything could have happened there. They hanging in there. They're just hanging in there, Panda. By 21 points they trail. 24 minutes gone. Third quarter.
49-28. I'm afraid there's going to be a fist come through this drywall here in a second. The Rovers box right next to us. The kick comes. It's the left foot kick. Is it gone through for a goal? Oh, who was that? That Philo out there. I think it was Brody Philo.
That was Brody.
He can go right foot, he can go left foot, and it sailed through for a point. So the Rovers 7-8-50. Corowa 4-4-28. Only the one goal in this third quarter, if you've just joined us on 3&E's R&M Live, to Alex Dowsley. And, well, we've heard the siren there, and that's done and dusted in this third quarter. So Corowa 4-4-28. They trail by 22 points. It'd take a big effort if they'd have come back in this one against the Wangaratta Rovers 7-8-50, who well and truly have the game under their control. Robbie McKinlay.
Only 4 scoring shots for the quarter, Panda. So that was a short one too. Went about 23 minutes 20.
It was indeed. All right, when we come back, Dan and Monty will wrap up this one. You're listening to R&M Live, and on R&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
TAFE is hiring, and we want you on our team. Flexibility, professional development, generous remuneration, and a staff wellbeing program are just a few of the great benefits we offer. If you have a passion for your skill or qualification and you're looking for real work-life balance, then GoTAFE is the place for you.
GoTAFE is leading,
Inspiring.
hands-on,
Flexible. Fabulous.
We have dozens of trainer positions and corporate roles open right now. Get in touch today.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
Recognize this face? I've been in more beer ads than anyone else, and all I'm told to do is smile, sip, and laugh a bit. 0.0% alcohol? This changes everything.
I can swim! I can upgrade heavy machinery! I can actually drive! Onward, beer drinkers!
Rewrite the rules. Carlton 0.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
Did someone say KFC?
I don't care! I love it!
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
At 2AY, we're your home of news, talk, sport and music.
We're community focused, passionate about our region and what makes it great.
We bring you the very latest news that matters, from breaking stories in your backyard to headlines and hot topics from around the country and around the world.
And on weekends, we live and breathe local sport and bring you exclusive live coverage.
1494 2AY, we're your local.
1566 3NE.
Yes, you are, and at the final change, the Wangaratta Rovers hold a 22-point lead over the Corowa-Rutherglen Football Club. 50 plays 28. There was a strange third quarter, only the one goal in it by the Bowser on debut. Alex Dowsey at the 16th minute mark. He has kicked 2. Dan Vaccaro, what was the trend in that third quarter for Waters?
The trend was that third quarter, boys, was the same as every other quarter. The inside 50 count for Rovers was another dominant display, so they had 12 that quarter. 46 for the game, and the inside 50 count for Corowa-Rutherglen is 19 for the game. So a massive difference in that. Brody Philo contributed his good work. He only had the 5 touches that quarter, but he's had 20 for the game. I still probably think he's been best on along with Jolliffe. He's been fantastic. Sam Murray had a whopping 10 touches that quarter as well, so he's moved up to 22 that quarter. And then Corowa, they're probably Damo Wilson's been their best. Cam Wilson needs to find more of the footy. He's only had the 12 for his standards. That's not many. Cam Barrett was good that quarter. He had 6 touches, but only 10 for the game. Joe Hansen touched the ball once as well. So probably need a bit more of an output from their leaders. And we'll go around the grounds for the Plough in Tarawinji. So a couple of really close contests here. We have got, as soon as my phone wants to start working. So we've got at the Norm Minns Oval, Wangaratta 100 to Wodonga Raiders 41. North Albury 35 to Yarrawonga 83. So they've kicked away there at Bunton Park. Wodonga 54 to Murderford 35 at the John Flower Oval. So that's going to be a brilliant last quarter. Albury Sports Ground, Albury 59 to Lavington 76.
Oh, wow.
Boys. So they've kicked away also, which is fantastic. You see the smile on Robbie's face there as well, which is great.
Tarawinji, of course, that'll be possibly pumping tonight. Always is the Plough in Tarawinji around the grounds. Monty, when I go to you, what were the huddles like at three-quarter time, please?
Yeah, they'll, as you'd expect, Pete German obviously not happy with a few things. He said the contested footy's got to get a bit better. That's where they're going to try and get back in this game, just try and win a bit more at the contest, because that's probably where they've been done today. Whereas Crozza was pretty happy. He just said, we just got to keep going, keep driving forward, make sure we give our guys one-out opportunities and don't stuff around with it. And I just had Sammy Murray say to me, he's like a Ferrari, he just needed the service for 3 weeks and now he's back firing. So he's got a bit of confidence, doesn't he, Sammy?
Oh, I like it.
Wow.
I like it indeed. A little bit of,
he was the
little
Ferrari.
bit of me. I like it.
Just needed a little bit of an oil change, Mon.
Yeah, just needed a bit of a service. So 22-point lead here to the Wangaratta Rovers as we start this fourth quarter.
Here he comes.
We're doing it for APCO Wangaratta.
The Ferrari.
The Ferrari. Well, he's got a couple of early touches. Brody Philo bites off a dangerous kick into the middle of the ground. Jolliffe's hands are normally pretty good. That was Stone on that occasion. Barrett picks it up and kicks it inside 50 for the Roos. Over this footy here is Tommy Boyd. He's been very sturdy in defence today for the Rovers. He gets it on to Shag and Olin. And here's Jack taking a couple of bounces down the wing, Robbie McKinlay.
Yeah, he does. The first one wasn't great. Second one was okay. Third was magnificent. And now he decides to do a rough nut old kick into forward 50. It fortuitously fell away of a teammate. It's going to be a ball up. He went inside 50, Dan Vaccaro. Give that a stat before
he went the chaos ball, didn't he?
He did, but it's worked for him today.
When you're running that quick, it's hard to kick it normal.
It's hard to hit your foot.
Murray and Goodwin go in. Oh, Tommy fell over. Here's Murray. He stayed up. He got a release to Wilson. Is okay there. Ramsey was working hard. And umpire Rain says, give it to me, boys. I'll throw it up.
Were you speaking from experience there, Monty?
No,
when you're running that quick, it's hard to kick it?
Just watching Pandas highlights from last week.
Oh, okay, of course.
Yeah, well, would like to have been doing my stats last week, Dan. Alrighty. Ball up. Tommy Goodwin just grabs it out of the ruck and gets it on the boot, and it's going to trickle
Is that
over the
because he
boundary
would have had a
line.
slow day, or
Ink issues or
I would have run out of ink, boys.
You would have.
Would have
Ink
run out of
issues.
paper.
conservatively, how many would you racked up?
Yeah.
Go on.
Anywhere from sort of 15 to 20.
Yeah. Good day, mate. Good day.
I've heard it all.
Good work.
Almost as much as the Ferrari out there. Hey, Sammy Murray.
You're the Lamborghini.
7-8-50, the Wangaratta Rovers over Corowa-Rutherglen, 4-4-28. Oh, tripping over his own feet there was Jaden Baird. Tommy Goodwin dived in, left the footy behind. He wants a holding the ball. Umpire says, no, Tommy, settle down. We're doing this last quarter, all thanks to APCO Wangaratta, Robbie. Not just the best service station in Asia Pacific, but the best convenience store as well.
And the world.
Yep.
We whacked it on the world last week. We decided. Ryan Stone got a handball to Garish. Garish got it out the back to Wilson. Wilson's a penetrating, piercing little kick. Couldn't find Amory. Dylan Stone has the ball. Oh, good release to Amory. Gee, that was clever, Dylan Stone. Amory runs inside forward 50. Had a bounce. Ran his full measure. Fires on goal and misses to the right-hand side. But well done, Elijah Amory. But just a bit of class from Dylan Stone there, boys. And that one there just might have put things to bed here. It hasn't. It left the door slightly ajar, Panda.
Yep, so 23-point lead here to the Wangaratta Rovers. Corowa haven't kicked a goal since the 24th minute mark of the second quarter when Filipponi snapped through his third goal. They're now going to need to find, you'd think, probably 5 goals to win this game, and they've only kicked 4 for the day. Goodwin gets a quick kick away, but it's been intercepted here by Wilson for the Rovers, streaming through the middle of the ground. Not sure who that kick was to at all, because Cushit was the only one there for Corowa.
The Bowser.
Taking in a set mark, and he kicks it to Barrett, who's still a true centre-half back. He hand passes it off here to Shield on his left foot. Goes out really wide over the head of Cam Wilson. Asks a lot of him. Boyd tracking back for the Rovers. Goes one way, then the other way. Comes in ball with a nice kick to Garish. So the Rovers by 23, early stages of this last quarter.
Yeah, I've liked Garish's game, mate. Wilson's been good too. Got a lot of the footy. Dylan Wilson. So's this fella, Brody Philo. Midfield at the John Ford Oval. Kicks it wide. It's a nice kick too. And here comes Amory again. Took the mark, played on in a hurry. Fist from behind from Cushit was fantastic. Ball spilt low. Sitting on it now. Chance for big Toby Murray. The Ibis goes to drop punt. And the Ibis has missed to the right-hand side, minor score. I was chatting to his old man Pete at the three-quarter time break, and he suggested to Panda that he would have gone back and used the drop punt in that third quarter when the young fella went for the screw kick. But anyway, different decades, different styles of footy. It's a 4-goal lead to Wang Rovers in the last quarter.
Monty, the game's probably opening up a little bit in this last quarter, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the tired legs are really starting to show now, and I think might be a few more repeat inside entries for Wangaratta Rovers.
Yeah, they've had the wall up today. Garish hand pass it to Carpenter, and he put it on the boot straight away. But Cushit taking his second intercept mark of this quarter. Good kick to Robinson. Far side of the ground here of the John Ford Oval. Onto the lovely right foot of Barrett. His kick asks a lot of marks. It goes over his head, and the Ferrari out there tracks it over the boundary line, and we've got a ball up. It will stick for a long, long time. Sammy Murray over the boundary line, and we've got a ball up. So still no goal in this last quarter. 24-point lead. It's an even 4 goals to the Wangaratta Rovers over Corowa. 52 plays 28. Here is Robbie McKinlay for the Old Town and Country Tavern.
I love that sort of stuff. Sammy Murray just giving himself that name, the Ferrari. Tommy
Nothing
Goodwin.
wrong with a bit of self-promotion.
What would you call Tommy Goodwin? He's like a big Kenworth truck out there, isn't he?
Big ram, I reckon.
Big hippopotamus, I reckon. You wouldn't want to mess with him in a pond.
One of those rams.
Would Panda be more of a Volkswagen Polo?
Operator?
Say
Yeah.
golf or something like that.
Yeah, he'd operate like that.
I'm more of a Hyundai Get sort of operator.
Give Jack Garish another kick. Gee, he's been good. Kicks it to half forward. Coming out and meeting it here. Might have been the Bowser. No, it was Ryan Hebron. Handball was okay. They got numbers, the Ruse. Callum Spencer. Chance here. Knocked the ball forward. Garish was there. Head over the ball was Cam Wilson. Swing and a miss. McCarthy came in. Got the ball out eventually towards Wilson.
Holding the ball.
And this occasion he's going to be penalised. A good tackle there from Hayden Filipponi. Here's Panda Blake Escott.
So Wilson just didn't want to give the ball back to him. Filipponi, he's kicked 3 today. He's tried all day. Jeez, the kick went a long way back to Ayres. So they're trying to switch the footy here, Coro, and come out to the broadcast side, but the Rovers haven't allowed it, Monty. Good coverage from them.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just one-on-one all over the ground here, so not letting them out.
Yeah, and a good pressure effort there on Shield.
This is good.
Might force the turnover. In fact, it's not. So it's a free kick here to Corowa-Rutherglen for a sling tackle. Yep, and Shane Gasson just picked the footy up and kicked it towards goal. So this is going to bring Corowa-Rutherglen, you'd have to say, probably up to true centre-half forward here.
8:30 was right onto him there, wasn't he?
Yep, 8:30 was right onto him. Head on the pillow. So they're going to need the next one and the next. They're going to need a goal from this entry, Robbie, if there are any chance.
Yes, I agree, Pad. I couldn't agree more. The kick inside. Where's Bradkey? Ball comes to ground. Chance here for Ollie Struve. Handball release. Bradkey's a chance from here, and he kicks it out of bounds on the full. Well, there you go. Just trying to build something up there, Panda, but the big fella just couldn't quite put it away. And it's out of bounds on the full. In front of those thirds footballers there. Is it Monty behind the goals there in the pocket? The Corowa
there,
boys?
isn't there? I think it's all the thirds and the reserve boys. So.
They're all sitting on Maxie Taylor's brand new Land Cruiser. That's what they're doing.
What?
Yep. Maxie Taylor, I was chatting to at half time. He said, I've pulled the new car up for the thirds and seconds, boys, and they're all climbing all over it.
Battery's on it too, quietly.
Yeah.
So a boundary throw in.
What sort of operator is Maxie?
He's a good man, old Maxie, inside the forward 50.
Depends on what time of night.
Exactly right. For the Corowa-Rutherglen Footy Club, they desperately need a goal. They've only kicked 4 in this game. Last one came at the 24th minute mark of the second quarter. Here we go. Here's a chance for Filipponi. Banana in goal!
That's it,
just like that, Filipponi has nailed it.
Wow.
What a banana that was. Tight in the pocket, and he's got 4, Hayden Filipponi. He kicked the last one on the 24th minute mark, and he's kicked the updating one then. I forgot my words there a bit, Robbie, but he has just given him a chance. He's given him a slender chance, the Corowa-Rutherglen Footy Club. What a finish that was, Monty.
Incredible.
How good is that? His 4th goal for the day, and he's kicked those couple of snaps. That's 3 now he's kicked from the snaps, so just shows that a small forward needs to be able to have that in his repertoire to be able to hit the scoreboard like that when it hits the deck.
And it just gives him a sniff, I suppose, Mont. It's sort of 18 points.
Yeah, close enough, but they just got to find a way to keep it in there, don't they, every time it goes in there now, because the way the Wang Rovers have been able to rebound and get it back their way and lock it in is the difference today so far.
Quickly around the grounds for the Plough in Tarrawinji.
Yeah, Robbie. So 106-42, Wangaratta beating Raiders. North Albury 36 to Yarrawonga's 84. Wodonga 55 to Murderford's 35, and Albury 66 to Lavington's 76.
Righto, couple of upsets maybe brewing there. Garish got another nice little kick to Dylan Stone. Stone aims it up, finds Amory. Been okay, the young fella.
Yep.
Been physical at times too. Had the handball in a hurry to Brody Follow. He goes a low worm burner. Intercepted by Panag. Panag's kick though. Here's a chance for Jack. Hanson's there. Here comes Jack. Oh, he left. He burnt Joey Hanson off. Had 2 bounces. Has 3 bounces, Jack Kerrish. Has his 4th bounce. Impossible angle. Jack has a shot on goal and he kicks it straight down the throat of Cade Cushion. It was entertaining though, Panda, to no avail.
It was very entertaining, and I tell you what, Corowa-Rutherglen have moved the footy really quickly. It's in the hands here of Jared Lane on true centre wing. Filipponi's got out the back. He marks, plays on, and he's got absolutely no one to kick it to.
He's got a 50 boys. He moved on the mark.
Oh, wow. So Filipponi's kicked 4 sausage rolls, and it's against Nolan, who was on the mark.
Who nailed 8:30 got him?
8:30 nailed him. So Filipponi has been brought to within 20 metres of goal, and he is going to line up for a good old-fashioned bag goal number 5, Robbie.
Wow.
All righty. So this will bring the margin back to 12 points if he nails this. Hayden Filipponi. Maybe a sneaky for the Yarrawonga News and Gifts Player of the Day, depending on how this pans out.
Big chance.
So Hayden Filipponi to bring the margin back to 12 points. Comes in and he's kicked it. The Roos are alive. Where's this come from? 6-4-40. Trail the Wangaratta Rovers 52. So it's back to a 12-point ball game, Monty, boundary side for Orberdonga MG.
Yeah, and it's been Sam Murray's been on the bench, and that's when Coro's got this momentum, that levelled headedness across half-backs probably hasn't been out there. So he's just saying then to the boys and up to the box, we just need to make sure it's only been 5 minutes of footy. We need to get it back onto our way now and just don't get sucked into thinking that they're flying. We just need to get back to the way we're playing. So very smart there, Sammy Murray.
Just on the Water stats too, boys, matching them with the inside 50. So it is 5-6 in favour of Rovers still, but at least it's even. They're looking good.
What about the overall there, Dan?
24 inside 50s Corowa, and Wangaratta Rovers are 51.
Gee, you would not think how it could be this close. It is so. Here goes the Wilsons. Here's Cam. Intercepted, though. Chance for Matty Wilson. Mattress did okay. Got out to Geordie Ayres, who was tackled. He was beset upon And it's going to be a ball up.
Intensity's lifted, Robbie.
Oh, massively, Pando. It is.
It needed it.
Third quarter wasn't one for the Archives. There's no doubt about that. So 11 and a half minutes gone, last quarter, and the Roos go forward again. They trail by 12 points, Panda.
Brad Kidd got a quick kick away. Hanson left the footy behind. Tom Boyd, look at that for a spiral. Straight down the high little. Good fist there from Jordan Ayres on Amory. Great hand pass there by the Rovers. Gerrish gets around one, kicks it into the direction of Marklew. That was a brilliant kick there by Jack Gerrish, and Marklew has taken it 45 metres, or to call it 47 metres out on a slight angle, Monty. That was a great kick by Jack Gerrish.
Yeah, and how good a handball by Ryan Stone there on the ground. Just get it out to Gerrish, and good juice going inside 50. And this man, he does like to celebrate, so I reckon he will if he puts this one through.
Jack Gerrish, boys, 7 touches this quarter, and he's had 21 for the game.
He's putting together a great 6 weeks.
Jackie.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Al Marklew, he's kicked 44 goals for the season. Will kick from 47 metres. It doesn't make the distance down there. Or who almost marked that one? It has been called a mark.
The Ibis, is it?
Is it the Ibis or is it Dowsley? I think it might be.
Bowser.
It's the Bowser. It's Dowsley. So Dowsley's kicked 2 goals and he's taken this on the goal line.
He'll screw this through, Panda. Don't you worry about that.
So the umpires put him on a very, very tight angle.
Have a look at him.
Right up against the boundary.
Have a look at the twos boys here too.
So he'll probably try and run around here.
Look at this.
So to take the margin back out to 18 points, Dowsley plays on and he has kicked it! Look at him run around like a goose out there. Isn't that brilliant from Alex Dowsley? That's a steel line goal today, and he's kicked 3 on debut. Monty, don't you love to see it?
How good is that? And the twos boys were very excited for him down here, and he doesn't miss many in the twos, so he's done exactly why they've brought him in. He's kicked 3 straight, so he's done a great job.
And apparently he reminds Darren, the senior coach, about his capability, Mont, from what I'm all hearing. He can tell him exactly how many he's kicked every game. And he can remember this one now.
Well, just quietly, just need to ask Darren who might get in the post-game about kicking goals after the siren, because he knows exactly what number he is on the list of guys settled in an AFL game. So
we mightn't bring that one up. Mightn't worry about that one. Well, that just restores a little bit of order here at John Ford Oval for the Hawks. After Corowa-Rutherglen, through Hayden Filipponi, had kicked a couple in about 3 or 4 minutes. They reduced the margin back to 18 points. It's got it back to 12 points. It's currently sitting at 18 now. As Bradkey won the tap. They won't give it away, the Roos, though. It'll keep going. Here's Cam Wilson, low to the ground. Got a handball to brother Damien. A sweeping handball to Bradkey, under pressure. Had to knock it back towards Lane. Lane was tackled by a couple of partners. Oh, Bradkey did well. Inside handball was brilliant to Damien Wilson. Got it on now to Barrett through traffic. A left-hand handball was good. Found Jordan Shield. Pumping kick. Here's a go. Filipponi has 5. Handball to Damien Wilson. Spots up something he likes. Here's the mattress. Here's Robinson. Mattress Wilson. Mightn't have had the footy. Play on was a call. Kick off the ground was good. Sam Murray does okay here for the Rovers.
Yeah, he's going to win a free kick for a push in the back as well, and it's against Filipponi. So Sam Murray will have it in his own D50, tied up against the pocket. Scott Montgomery, boundary side for Wodonga MG.
Yeah, boys, just around the grounds. Lavington and Albury back to 3 points Lavington's way there, so tightening up a little bit the Lavy boys.
That for the Plough-in and Tarrawinji here. It's an 18-point lead to the Wangaratta Rovers. 58 plays 40, 15 gone in this last quarter. Lane probably could have won a free kick, didn't have the pill. Hatton gets it on the boot, and it's going to fall here to Marks. So Jason Marks, playing in front, has taken it 45 metres out. Poor marking. His kick has it asked a lot of Joey Hanson, but Hanson has marked 20 metres closer. Call it 30 out directly in front for Corowa-Rutherglen.
Yeah, good vision. The easy thing to do there was Marks is go back and try to get the goal, but he spotted up Joey Hanson, who did a bit of gut running from the middle of the ground to get there. And yeah, it's in the hands of the skipper, and they need it. And this will bring the margin back to 12 points, and we would still have at least, I reckon, around about 12 minutes in the game.
So Joey Hanson, he loves this footy club. He's the captain. He's putting together a really, really good year. Will kick from directly in front. 30 metres out to bring it back to 12 points. He loves it off the boot, Joey Hanson. Game on here at the John Ford Oval. 7-4-46, Corowa-Rutherglen plays 8-10-58. the Wangaratta Rovers. So it's back to a 12-point margin, Monty. Boundary side for Albury with Ongar MG.
Yeah, the difference is here. It's really opening up, especially in the defensive ends, boys. So there's this targets opening up everywhere, which is probably the difference here and why we're seeing so many goals kicked in this last quarter.
Just quickly around the grounds for the Ploughing Tarawinji, it looks like it's probably all over at John Flower Oval. 74 Wodonga to Murderford's 41. Couldn't be long left there. And Albury 73 to Lavington 77, and all over at Norm Means 107 to 48.
So
over the Raiders.
Dan, with that Lavington-Albury game, mate, you come in whenever you like with a score, mate.
Yep. No
away you go,
worries.
mate. We'll just keep smashing that one out. So that has a big outcome, that one there, on how things might shape up. So you're going to be
high fend-off.
Wow, for a high fend-off. It'll go the way of Cameron Wilson. That goes against Ryan Stone. Bathed in sunshine, the John Ford Oval. So if you've just joined us, 17 minutes gone final term. Corowa have got the margin back to 12 points. And they'll go further into attack here. Shields kick's going to be good.
He's played well today, Shield.
And he's found Mattress Wilson. Kicks it inside 50. Filipponi takes a beauty. 45 out directly in front. He's kicked 5 already.
Has he ever kicked 5 in a game before, Mont? I don't
reckon
think
he has.
Sorry, 6 in a game.
Well, I know he kicked 10 on Matt Wilson in a practice match, but
wow.
But I don't know. I reckon he's kicked the bag once before.
Well, Mattress kicked it to him on this occasion. Here comes Filipponi. Get the margin back to 6 points. Kick on the way. Misses to the right-hand side. Minor score. It could be a handy point, as they say in the classics. The margin is 11 points. Almost 18 minutes gone. I reckon it'll go around the 27, 28 minute mark, Panda.
It'll be 10 minutes to go, I reckon.
Yep, 10 minutes to go there. Dan, keep an eye on that Lavington-Albury score, and Panda, give us your best.
So we have got a beauty here all of a sudden on 3&E's O&M Live. Hello to you. If you're watching Mimo do great work on O&M Optus TV or listening to us on 3&E, Carpenter has to get rid of it in a hurry at half-back. Sends the one down the line. The Ibis overran the footy, but he gets it back from Ramsey. He was tackled straight away. Good heat here by the Corowa-Rutherglen forwards. They're forcing a fair bit of pressure here to the Rovers. Carpenter just gets it on the boot. Shield, who's been bloody good all day for Corowa-Rutherglen. Philo goes in there. So does Wilson. That's Cam. Great hands to Pernag, and he goes back to Cam Spencer, who goes down the line for Corowa.
He does, and Hanson's there. Brought the ball to ground. Nice work, Ollie Struve. And just go back 30 or 40 seconds there. I just thought young for Wangaratta Rovers, there was it Cam Chamberlain there. Mont down there working really close. He's coming off
Ramsey.
now. Oh, sorry, young Ramsey.
Boys, yeah.
Sorry. Cam Ramsey's come off. He's got a little bit of a knee in the back. Couple of really quick handballs. Just showed a little sign of class to come there. So half forward for Corowa-Rutherglen. They trail by 11 points. Bradkey got a big punch. McGarvey came through. Whistle. A free kick. It's going to go the way of
Bradkey, is it?
It is going to go the way of Caelan Bradkey. So
what was that for?
I tried to listen to Glenn Peachy there, but I couldn't understand what he was saying, so I'm not sure what he pulled.
All right.
So, anyway, that's all right.
Something in the rucking.
Take it away, my boy. This should go very deep, top of the gold square. It's Caelan Bradkey. We've got 19.5 minutes gone in this last quarter. Corowa trail by 11 points.
So Bradkey's going to pump it to normally where he sits. Out the back, Robinson couldn't fly. Carpenter with all his class just calmly kicks it to Mark Lou, who plays on straight away to the running man Garish, who left the footy behind, and now he's in a bit of strife holding the ball. So it's a free kick here to Jared Lane on half forward.
Yep, he took him on.
That could be a big moment in this game. Lane hand passes it back to Shield. Left foot goes back into attack. Out the back here, Filipponi not able to make a contest, and Murray floats in for the Rovers and takes a big intercept mark. 58 plays 47, the Rovers by 11. 20 minutes gone in this last quarter for APCO Wangaratta.
Yeah, Will Nolan did well there too, Panda. He sort of kept Filipponi at bay, allowed a nice pathway there for Sammy Murray to take the mark, kick towards the river side of the ground, and it goes off hands, out of bounds. Dan Vaccaro quickly round the grounds. Lavington and Albury.
79 to 73, Lavington up for the Ploughing Tarawinji.
So the Panthers lead by 6. We've got a boundary throw in. Corowa-Rutherglen trail by 11. We've ticked over 20.5 minutes in the final term here. Rovers 8-10-58. Corowa 7-5-47. Comes back in. Bradkey got a good tap. Kick was smothered brilliantly. Comes to ground now. Robinson running at the footy. Couldn't gather it. Saunders was there. He did well. There's going to be a ball up though at centre half forward for Corowa-Rutherglen. Rovers lead by 11.
Alex Marklew smother there, boys. How good was that? He just got up around the footy now. Got a few more numbers around the ball trying to slow the game up.
Well called, Monty, down there on the boundary for Albradonga MG. Bradkey's gone into the ruck. Quick kick forward here for Corowa. Over the head of Robinson. Waiting out the back like a quarterback was Murray. Clever tip on there from Bear. Kick out of midair from Tommy Goodwin. Not sure about that, Tommy. Barrett tried to take the tackler on. The ball's at half 40 for Corowa. Goodwin gives it off to Wilson. Left footer Shield, 50 metres out. Down out the back, Filipponi. I think that's gone through. Oh, touched on the line. So Shield's kick was touched by a desperate Murray. And now the margin's at 10 points. That was every bit of a goal there. That was brilliant play from Murray, Dan Vaccaro.
Brilliant play, but the scores are level at Albury Sports Ground, 79 apiece.
Wow, there we go. Here comes Gaston. Got the kick in. Kick is to Bear, and it's gone out of bounds right in front of the interchange benches. Gee whiz, it's all happening. 10-point margin. Wangaratta Rovers lead. 22 minutes gone. Final term action. Hope you're enjoying it, whether you're watching, listening. Stay with us. We've got an absolute humdinger here. Big game at the sports ground. 79 all between Lavington and Albury. Free kick goes away at Gaston. Some Bronx cheers from the Rovers supporters. Gee, it's hotting up here. Ball comes to ground. Chance here for Jack. Gerrish got it. Handball missed the target. Amory went back hard. Did Jack Gerrish? He was tackled at midfield. Look out! Look out!
He dragged it in. He dragged it in.
He got him. He dragged it back in, and free kick goes the way of Mattress Wilson for Corowa-Rutherglen. They trail by 10 points. Panda 22.5 gone last quarter.
Need a goal quick. Mattress gives it off to Barrett, who's going to want to get it back.
Geez, he's been good.
So's this guy, Jack Shield. It's his best game for the year. Lovely left foot kick out towards Filipponi in a one-on-one. Gets out the back, slips Nolan, has to hand pass it straight away. Going back in here is Wilson.
Yeah, free kick.
Oh, free kick
Rovers.
for kicking in danger. Interesting call, but technically it's there. So 58 Wangaratta Rovers over Corowa-Rutherglen, 7-6, 48, 23 gone in this last quarter. We're doing it all for APCO. Oh, Robbie Nolan's kick over the head of his teammate. Ball still in. Pernag goes in here for Corowa.
Here's Jack.
Coming away is Jack Gerrish. He's streaming down the wing.
Have a look at it. He breaks clear. The penetrating right foot kick into half forward. Boss picked up there nicely. Might have been the Bowser. Releases now. Here's a chance for the Rovers. Ryan Stone goes short. And he might have picked out Jaden Bear. The Bear is there, and he's taken a mark. He'll kick it from 50, though. The sun is shining. It is perfect conditions here at the moment. Late in the afternoon. 23 and a half minutes gone. Rovers lead by 10. They kick this one. It is all over Red Rover. But it's not an easy one. He's going to have to kick it all of 50. Plenty of players back in the gold square. Jaden Bear for APCO Wangaratta. Final quarter action. The crowd goes silent. Bear approaches, runs to the right, and the ball stays to the right. He won't score. It sits high. There's a mark. There's a good grab deep in the gold square, and it is Ryan Hebron who has taken a big grab. He's kicked free today, and he's going to kick from a tight angle, but gee, you'd think he'd get it from here, a man of his ability.
The thing about that, Robbie, is that Bear took 30 seconds off the clock, and Hebron will probably take another 25 here. So all of a sudden, a minute's chewed up.
He runs around. Hebron, kick on the way, and he's missed. So there is the door slightly ajar for Corowa-Rutherglen, but they're going to have to kick 2 goals in the next 3 or 4 minutes, Panda.
So 24 minutes gone in this last quarter, and Jared Hatton just kicks a torpedo, and it's the Rovers by 11 points. Wilson, that's Cam at the bottom of the pack, gets a clever tap onto Saunders. His hand pass was good. Tommy Goodwin just missed the footy. That was extraordinary. Wouldn't like that foot coming anywhere near me. Gaston gets it on the boot. Inside 50, the Rovers go. Down there is Marklew. Hatton tight on his hammer. Hand pass intercept by Amory, who sends the Rovers back in. Dowsley in a one-on-one contest between Shutt. Sorry, that was Cushit. His fist wins out, and Wilson's got it in his own D50. Corowa need a goal, and they need one now.
Jack Shield got the handball to Lane, who got it back to Cam Wilson, got it back to Barrett. Barrett, great pressure from the Rovers. They'll have to kick in a hurry. Cam Wilson did that. Here's a chance. Ollie Struve, mark. He might go wide to Matty Wilson. He does go wide to Matty Wilson. Sam Murray reads it beautifully and takes a real good grab. He didn't have a lot of options there, but I give credit to Sam Murray there, Panda. He read it beautifully, and I think Gatto's got cramp.
He's got something, because Pretty lame out there is Shane Gaston. Plays on straight away. He's tried his heart out all day. It's a tough task against Tommy Goodwin, who flies high in this contest. Ball at centre wing. Hebron goes in ball with a hand pass to Stone. Rovers want one for a high, and they're going to get it.
Play on advantage.
So Ryan Stone wins the free kick on centre wing. If you're just joining us, 26 minutes gone. It's the Rovers by 11 points, 59-48 over Corowa-Rutherglen, who have kicked 3 goals to 1 in this last quarter. Quickly, around the grounds, Dan Vaccaro, what do you got for us?
All over at John Flower, so 76-47 final score there, and it's still 79 apiece at the Albury Sports Ground. I've been updating for a while.
Between Albury and Lavington, and Wodonga have just beaten Myrtleford here. Between the Rovers and the Roos, 11-point lead to the Rovers. 26 gone for APCO in this last quarter.
It's Philo, pumps it long. As I take a swig of my Coke into half forward, and a good grab.
Dowsley.
Here's our man, the Bowser. The Bowser has marked it, and he's going to milk the clock here, and she's all over. The Rovers have got the chocolates. They lead by 11, but it ain't over yet, because we're going to see our man on debut, Alex Dowsley, who has kicked 3 goals already. He's got Tommy Gooden on the mark, and I reckon this will bring the house down if Alex Dowsley can pump this one through. The big fella comes in now. He'll kick it from 45. Kick on the way. Here goes the Bowser! You little beauty! Alex Dowsley nails his 4th goal on debut. He's mobbed by his teammates. And that means the Rovers win an absolute rattler here by 17 points. 4 goals to the Bowser. What a debut.
Yeah, he won't be getting dropped anytime soon. Alex Dowsley, they found one there, the Wangaratta Rovers. What a game on debut. And the last quarter that came alive here at the John Ford Oval. The Rovers hang on by 17 points. And Dan, it's a credit to Corowa-Rutherglen because they threw everything at him in that last quarter.
Yeah, they did. They left nothing in the tank there, Corowa. They were fantastic. They found some goals where they needed to, but yeah, Rovers too good, too professional. A great win after a disappointing loss last week, Rovers.
Dan, can we have a quick look around the grounds? We keep an eye on that Lavington and Albury game. Last time we looked, it was 79 all.
Still getting 79 apiece,
79
Robbie,
all, so yep.
Suggesting to me that it could be a draw.
Wow, wouldn't that be a boil
Games
over?
are finishing up, so there couldn't be too much longer left.
Does,
I got no idea.
We need to dissect it in the post-game, boys. Yeah,
we
will.
So, Yarrawonga News and gives player of the day. I tell you what, Alex Dowsley would go close for the Rovers. He's kicked 4 goals.
Be popular amongst the
Brody
players.
Philo. I think our man Monty has our Yarrawonga News and gives player of the day, and it's hard to go past Brody Philo.
Very hard, boys. Back to the Brody of old, mate. Good to get your hands on the ball a lot in the middle of the ground, especially early on when the heat was on.
We definitely, the last few weeks, we've really been terrible in that department, and that's one thing we've been trying to get better at. It helps out our defenders, and it's good for our forwards to get first use as well. So it was a good effort by the boys all over.
And to get wins like that when Cora really come at you hard in that last quarter and you were able to stand up, probably just gives you a bit of confidence moving forward.
Yeah, well, we definitely knew that, at half time that they were going to come out raring to go. There's a bit of words at half time, so we knew they were going to come, and credit to them that last bit could have sort of went either way if Filipone had kicked that goal, but yeah, unreal by the boys to hang on, and great by young Dowes to kick 4 on debut, I think it was, so yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, and Dowes, mate, the one he kicked after the siren in the first quarter, everyone got around him. It really lifts you when a young boy like that comes in and plays a bit of a role like he did today.
Well, I think he's been messaging Kreza all year to put him in after kicking 5s and 6s in the 2s, and today he didn't look out of place, so unreal for a young kid to come in and play like that, and yeah, he was one of our better players today, I reckon.
Mate, well, you go get into it, celebrate hard, Brody. Good work.
Brody Philo, our Yarrawonga News and Gifts player of the day. As Monty called it, back to the Brody of old. He really sort of set him up in that first quarter, Robbie. I mean, when you look at the game, the Rovers led all day and they got out to a nice sort of 15, 16-point buffer, and Corowa were probably, trying to edge that one back all day, and Brody Philo really set him up in that first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. We made a comment there at one stage. This is sort of the style of football we saw from Brody Philo when he first came into the league. And and Monty made the call too that even when he was kicking the ball, it was carrying about 5 or 10 yards longer every time he kicked it, and it was sweet off the boot. So he's just in good. He was running really nicely on top of the ground. His timing was good, and he was just in a really good groove. He read the play so well today. Just went back into Philo mode. And look, really brave effort there from Corowa-Rutherglen. But I think Wang Rovers would it should have felt like there was a game they probably won by 5 or 6 goals, but full credit to Roos. They hung in there, they gave it everything. But, Dan, the one for me, that inside 50 suggests that Rovers would probably be disappointed they didn't put a bit more gap on that game.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Robbie. On the Waters electrical stats, so the inside 50 count was 29 Corowa. Wangaratta Rovers had 57. So
strange old game. Yeah. Just had a count. There's only 7 goal kickers for the entire day.
The whole game.
So, boys, I've just got a message here around the grounds of the Plough in Tarrawingi. Lavi have won by 13 points. The app stopped working.
Wow.
So that's the word we're getting from Freaky, the number 2 stats man, but he's come through with the goods on that occasion, boys.
Here we go, the Rovers song. Alex Dowsley be getting drenched with all sorts of Powerade and water in the middle of
lots of Powerade, boys. Lots of Powerade going at the moment. It's going everywhere.
He taking away the Rovers.
There we go. Just dropping out at the end there, but a pretty happy Wangaratta Rovers group, and I'm sure Monty's in the rooms there, and I reckon, Alex Dowsley, the Bowser man, is leading the goal kicking in the reserves of the competition.
Won't be
51.
playing there much longer.
Might have played his last game while there's still senior and reserve grade football going on the one-day Panda. 4 goals on the debut, 4 goals, one. Couple of real crucial ones too, and the Bowser, we found one, and a bit of a cult figure too.
Yeah, like everything he brings to the table. We found a couple out there today. Sam Murray, the Ferrari.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course Alex
He played
Dowsley,
brilliant.
the Bowser
Sam Murray
as well.
again in that last quarter as well.
The Ferrari will fill up at the Bowser tonight, I reckon.
It will indeed. Hey, if you're just joining us here on 3E's R&M Live, a 17-point win here to the Wangaratta Rovers, 9-11-65 over a brave Corowa who battled hard all day, 7-6-48. When we come back, we're going to chase a couple of interviews. Scott Montgomery on the other side of this, probably in the very happy Rovers camp. You're listening to R&M Live, and at R&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
Hiring, and we want you on our team. Flexibility, professional development, generous remuneration, and a staff wellbeing program are just a few of the great benefits we offer. If you have a passion for your skill or qualification and you're looking for real work-life balance, then GoTAFE is the place for you.
GoTAFE is leading,
Inspiring.
hands-on,
Flexible. Fabulous.
We have dozens of trainer positions and corporate roles open right now. Get in touch today.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
Recognize this face? I've been in more beer ads than anyone else, and all I'm told to do is smile, sip, and laugh a bit. 0.0% alcohol? This changes everything.
I can swim! I can upgrade heavy machinery! I can actually drive! Onward, beer drinkers!
Rewrite the rules. Carlton 0.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with Go TAFE.
Did someone say KFC?
I don't care.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
At 2AY, we're your home of news, talk, sport and music.
We're community focused, passionate about our region and what makes it great.
We bring you the very latest news that matters, from breaking stories in your backyard to headlines and hot topics from around the country and around the world.
And on weekends, we live and breathe local sport and bring you exclusive live coverage.
1494 2AY. We're your local.